All right, everybody,
Hey.
we are live.
Yes,
Welcome
we
to
are.
the Dad and Drew Show Resorts Edition.
Woo! Not Resports.
Not Resports, which I actually made the initial thumbnail to send to Drew as Resports.
Resports.
Dad can't spell.
No, and I can't either. So,
which is funny that he caught it, but or did Veronica catch it?
No, I actually. Well, I didn't. I didn't catch it initially, and then I looked at it again when I was getting ready to, put it on Instagram, and I'm like, that says Resports.
Well, we could talk about the resorts and the resports.
And the resports, because sports are coming back at some point, right?
They're starting it at Disney.
That's what I heard.
New news.
Basketball, right?
The NBA struck a deal with the mouse, and hey, babe, I'm online. We're gonna get kid bombed again here.
Kid bombed.
This, you guys all know, this is my daughter. This is Eve.
Hello, Eve.
And she is in her frozen pajamas, ready for bed.
They're not literally frozen, right?
They're not literally frozen. They're just frozen style pajamas.
Oh, okay.
But you remember Mr. Drew?
It's been a while since I've seen you, sweetie.
I know. Well, you're not in the camera, kiddo. There you are. You can't hear them because I have my headphones on, so you can't hear him.
Oh, that's right. She can't hear me.
Yeah. All right, baby, say bye, fans.
Bye.
Close the door when you're done, okay? Thank you, baby. Careful on your way out.
She's so sweet, man.
She hears cameras and has to be going.
Yeah, just like her dad.
Oh, yeah. Well, apparently the NBA and the mouse made a deal where they're going to restart the NBA playoffs in only at the ESPN Wide World of Sports. So like they're not going to travel game to game. It's all going to be played in one arena, one space, one time. And I guess it's like some sort of like they're taking the top 22 teams or something. It's some whole crazy thing. Not everybody's making it.
Well, I was wondering how they were going to do that. They're just using like what
I guess it's like the what would have been the playoffs when the season ended, and then I think the 9 and 10 spot, I guess, are in there, and they have to battle it out to make the final spot, almost like an NCAA tournament, I guess.
Okay, well that kind of stinks for like the teams that are like a
couple games out,
or just the ones that that maybe they were struggling, but they were really going to come alive the last
Yep, they're screwed.
Last bit of the season.
And apparently, I guess they're all going to stay. At least I think I'm sure they said they're looking at putting them up at the Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Was it? I thought it was Coronado.
Oh, was it Coronado? I heard Animal Kingdom Lodge originally.
Oh, okay, maybe they changed it.
And then that the players will not be allowed out to the parks, though.
That makes
so they're going to. I guess the whole point is to keep everybody in one spot, only contacting those people, so that constant testing, and then if anybody gets anything, they can jettison them and keep everybody in one spot. It seems like it should work.
Yeah, no, they're just basically going to quarantine them in a sense.
Yeah, they're going to quarantine them to play basketball. And I don't know how they're going to do, if there's going to be tickets sold to the games, or if they're going to be played in front of nobody, or I don't know.
I think I have no idea, and I have no information about it, but I think they're going to do it like with no crowd.
I would think that's how they would probably do it, because it'd be tough. I mean, unless you sold like a third of the space and did the social distance. But lots of places are starting to just social what? Throw that out the window.
Yeah, I know.
As the numbers climb back up.
Yeah, no, people are they're just going rogue a little bit, I think, to be honest with you.
They're cooped up this long, and they're just like, you know what? I need something. I need to do something.
Yeah, got to get out. Got to go, I don't know, hang out with people.
Yeah. So
don't go nuts, man.
Pretty much. So that's, I guess, the NBA is doing that over at one of the resorts. So that's going to be kind of cool. That's a good thing for Disney.
Yeah. Might be a good thing for us. We might be able to see some.
Maybe we can see an NBA player or a game. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they will have a limited amount of spectators allowed. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, maybe.
Well, you got to realize if they have a third of the people,
they got to sell it for a big enough price to make the money,
and people will pay.
Oh, people will pay. Right now, people will pay to go do things.
Especially like
we had a thing here in Lake Nona over at Boxy Park. They had like an evening out dinner, like plated meal barbecue. I think it for Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Like $180 a person or something, and it sold out.
No, people just want to go,
For
get out.
barbecue food. It wasn't even like high end food.
No, just some place to go and something to do. But like I was going to say, I'm not a huge basketball fan. I like basketball. I'm not I wouldn't pay crazy money to go see it. But if it was baseball.
See, I'm the other way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I loved basketball, man. We for a while before we had the kiddo, we would go to all the Magic games and everything. Big fans and everything. But then I haven't been to a game in years.
Now, are you one of those people that you don't like baseball because it's boring?
I played baseball as a kid.
Yeah.
Playing baseball is fun.
Yes, it is.
Watching baseball on TV is not as fun to me.
And I get
Game's
that.
a little slow.
Sure.
Takes a very long time. There's 4 million games a year. So it's like,
Yeah.
It's tough to have like an idea of like a game matters. Like a game almost doesn't matter at any point in time because it's like, it's okay. We have 322 more to go.
Yeah, no, and I get that. And I know like a lot of people are like, oh, I love baseball. I love watching baseball, but playoff baseball.
Okay.
And I understand that because the games are like important. I'm a super duper baseball fan. I grew up watching it. I played it. It's
Red Sox?
Red Sox. Yep.
Okay.
Red Sox. And it's just like ingrained in me that like I understand 100% for sure why people are like, oh, I can't watch baseball on TV. For me, I love it. I could watch every game if I had the time.
Right.
I would, I could watch every game. But I remember I brought a friend of mine who wasn't a big baseball fan in Maine. We went to a Sea Dogs game, which is like a lower affiliate of the Red Sox,
like AAA.
AAA. And they had a pitcher's duel, and it was a 1-0 game in the end. Went 10 innings. 10 innings. And I loved it because I'm watching really good pitching. Like,
right.
I could, but my friend was not impressed. I'm never going with you again.
This is terrible.
This is so boring. But anyway, no, that's good that they're starting to like get
figure
stuff going, man.
Out. Yeah. Get some stuff going.
Yeah. Well, and
so apparently we got 5 people in here watching. So if you're watching, say something in the chat. We'd love to know you're here. Say hi. We'll say hi to you.
Maybe.
So our last Dad and Drew show may have had a little bit of a snafu. I guess we should just address that.
We can call
the last couple of them have not gone well.
Nope.
A couple weeks ago, the internet in the entire Southeast area for my provider went out right near the end of the show. So that was, beginning of the show, like 4 minutes in. We didn't get into the show.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So that was fun. And this last one, towards the end of the show, all of a sudden my entire house black.
And you stop like this.
Nothing. And the fun thing is I'm in a closed room with very little window light at the front. So it was all bright and then it went black. So like my eyes were not adjusted. So I was stumbling around attempting to find a flashlight. And we were out of power for a good couple hours.
Oh, that's terrible. Dude.
And so that was fun to end and then I had to try to figure out how to log on to StreamYard to turn off the StreamYard because it was still on.
Yeah.
It wouldn't stop.
Yeah, I got some messages where they're like, the live stream's still on. You might want to tell Dad. And I'm like, yeah.
I was trying because the fun thing is StreamYard, if you go to StreamYard.com on your phone and try to do it, it says, no, please visit it from a browser to enter the broadcast studio. And I'm like, I'm in a browser on my phone. Just let me turn it off. So what I had to do is I had to actually delete the broadcast, which thankfully didn't delete it off of YouTube. It just deleted the StreamYard version, but it worked.
But what was weird is, people were asking me like, how are you still on? Because I was still on for like 7 minutes.
Well, because I guess the way it works is, nothing's really happening on my computer other than me sending my video to the computer. So once you've created this thing, it's on somebody's server somewhere and doing its thing.
Right.
So I don't know. That's funny. But let's talk resorts.
Let's do it, man.
Let's do it, man. Are you a resorts fan? Have you been out to them? What do you do?
Yeah, I love going to the resorts. Just walking around. We'll do it just like when we're like, oh, let's just go hang out and see what's happening. I
Mhm.
always love to go to like the all-star resorts. Those are fun.
Yep.
And what I like about those is there's 3 of them that are all in close proximity.
Yes.
So you know what I mean? So you go to one and you can just go to the other 2. And we walk around, maybe get something to eat, and yeah,
I like that a lot of them have like unique dining snacks and restaurants. They have specific stuff at each resort, where some
Yep.
of the stuff is like you can only get it at that resort.
Right.
And I haven't been able to try, all of them, but I know like one of them, I think I forget which resort it was at, was one of the pop, I think it was Pop Century maybe,
Yep.
where the Diz Jabber was there. And I guess there's a secret menu, and what's up, Sammy Skadoo?
Sammy Skadooch.
Yes. So there's a secret menu, and I guess they have like a donut cheeseburger on the secret menu. And that's pretty cool. Like, I guess they bring it out, and the secret menu is in a briefcase if you ask for it. It was pretty cool. Go watch his vlog. It was pretty neat.
Did he like it?
He said it was great. I've had a
Really?
donut cheeseburger. I've had a Krispy Kreme cheeseburger before,
And
it's good, but
Yeah.
it's novelty good. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah, for me, I'm kind of like, I love donuts and I love cheeseburgers, but I just don't.
We are good. We're hoping for
Yeah.
no internet to go out, no power to go out, and to have a fun chat tonight.
Yeah. Not
So,
have
yeah.
my kids kick over my
the
power
laptop or the power cord or anything like that.
Yeah.
But so there was that one. That one's always cool. I know you had a special cupcake
Yeah.
at one of the resorts, right?
I've
Cinderella
actually-
cupcake.
I've actually had a couple cupcake, and that was the thing. I never even thought about looking at like dessert kind of fun stuff. 2 places that I went. One of them was the Wilderness Lodge, and they had this really cool. It was just so cute looking. It was like a little fire. What tangent?
Who knows?
Oh,
Who knows where we will end up tonight?
yeah, we don't know. We're right now. We're trying to stay.
Originally,
on
the entire show was going to be a tangent because we
Mhm.
couldn't think of a topic, and then
Yep.
we're like, we'll just do Disney tangent. But then we decided to go ahead and just try to theme it a little bit to resorts, and then
Just to
at least
keep
we
it-
have a starting point,
we have a thin line to go on.
right? So
but
you
yeah.
Wilderness Lodge.
Wilderness Lodge, and they had this cupcake, and it had like it was like a little fire with like little candy rocks.
Oh,
with-
like a campfire.
Thank you. Sorry, a campfire, and it had like a little stick with a little tiny mushroom.
Goonies never die, by the way. Goonies never die.
But yeah, dude, it had a little like marshmallow, and they made it look like the marshmallow was over the fire and got a little bit burned. Not burned, but like a little brown.
Yeah, they toasted it. That's so awesome.
Yeah, it was just such a cool little detail. And then
Yeah.
I went and got the Cinderella cupcake. That whole crazy looking for the.
You're lucky you dodged that bullet
Yes, I am.
and didn't get the actual bippity boppity boo crack,
Ugh.
because that thing was terrible.
Yeah, after you told me about it, I was like,
It
I'm
wasn't
glad I
even a
didn't.
cupcake.
Yeah.
Like, to call that a cupcake was a crime.
Yeah, it was just like
It was like a custard on top of a chiffon cake, which
Yeah.
wasn't even good. Like A, the thing wasn't right, and B, the execution was poor.
Well, it didn't look very good. Like the idea. I'm kind of like,
It looked, and it also, the execution of it looked like a Pinterest fail. If you know what
Yeah.
like where people
Yeah.
like see the awesome cake on Pinterest and they try to make it and then they show what they did, and it was like janky, I guess is a good word. Not well done.
like
Yes.
like Sammy said, Bob
Bob
made
made
it.
the cupcake. Bob must have made the cupcake.
I think he did. I think he did.
Yeah, that was one of his creations.
No, he executed that badly. But no, like the one that I ended up
Well,
getting,
you got looked awesome.
very cool. And I didn't know. And keep this in your brain. Around Halloween time, they say that they do at the Contemporary where I got it. They do villain cupcakes.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Isn't that awesome? Yeah, the cast
Villain
member
anything is always cool.
Yeah, no, but a cast member told me because I forget what I was asking her for, and I was looking for something, and then she was like, "Oh, hey, just so you know, blah blah blah," and then told me about the Contemporary, and then we ended up going to the Contemporary, not
Right.
during Halloween, but the cupcakes and the stuff they have over there, pretty impressive, man. Pretty
Nice.
impressive. Yeah, I like the.
We
Contemporary.
like going to the resorts because the way our passes are done is we have one gold pass for me and the rest have silver. So we get blacked out during the summer.
Right.
So to get our Disney fix during the summer, we do the resorts. So we go heavy to the resorts and to Disney Springs. So we'll resort hop, we'll monorail hop, we'll go to the different restaurants. We'll do now that the kiddo likes pin trading, there's a lot of fun pin trading you can do at the different resorts because they've always got like a lot of cast members will have them and different people will have them. So that's always a fun thing to do. Speaking
of pin trading, so where do you buy your pins? And I'm saying this. Say it again. eBay. Okay.
We are not the serious pin collectors. Like, I need this specific pin or anything. We just like the process of it. It's a fun thing to do.
It's an interactive
thing. We buy bulk 50 pin packs.
Okay.
On eBay for like $25.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
$30.
Okay.
And then you can kind of sort through and see if there's any you like, and you can keep the ones you like. Yep. And then you've got traders.
Right.
And apparently, supposedly, some of those are not legit pins. A lot of the bulk pins they say might be Chinese pins. Everything's Chinese. I was watching Tangent. I was watching Netflix series, and two of them. One was like called like Rotten, and it was all these like food scandals.
Yeah. Oh.
And one of them was like honey, and like why like honey, and like they're like, and the problem is Chinese honey, and I'm like, Chinese honey, and so like the Chinese take rice syrup and flood their honey with it, and you're not even eating honey, you're eating like a little bit of honey and rice syrup because the tests that they use couldn't test for that.
No, I know, I saw that too. It was like a big conspiracy, like like the company,
and like some German company was selling bogus honey and got arrested, and people did like 30 years for honey sales.
Well, and didn't they like track down one of the guys that somehow never got arrested?
He's in Germany. And he can't leave Germany.
And he can't leave Germany because they were like,
the only thing that changed in my life is I cannot leave Germany. That was his answer. For like bogus honey.
Oh, man. So what are you in for? Honey.
And then like the other one was like the garlic. Like apparently like there's a problem with Chinese garlic.
Really?
Where they flood the market with cheap Chinese garlic. And like some guy went like and did an investigation because he's like, I can't compete with the cheap Chinese, and he's a Chinese guy himself. So I can't compete with the cheap Chinese garlic, the peeled garlic, apparently. And he's like, I can't compete with it. So he went over there and he found out they were using prisoners to peel the garlic. So they would force prison labor, the prisoners, to peel the garlic for like 20 hours a day.
Oh my God.
And they had these quotas that they had to peel. And apparently they would peel the garlic. Their nails would get like ripped off. So they didn't have any more nails. So like the guy was biting the garlic.
Oh, that's good. That's
to remove the root part and get the paper off.
Gross.
And and like this guy did like undercover video of it, and I was like, that's disgusting because that's the peeled garlic that makes it into your jar. So I had to go check my stuff. I'm like, do I have Chinese garlic? And we did, but we had Chinese bulb garlic, which was fine. They don't bite that.
Right. Well, not that you're aware of.
So yeah. Not yet. But every time there was a bad guy, it was like China. I'm like, man.
Well, but in that I think goes along with just the fact that, in China, they're doing so much stuff. So the chances, you know what I'm saying? Like there's so much going on there.
It's so big. And so they can do everything so cheap and everything. Yeah. So they'll have everything. Their stuff is so cheap compared even by the time you ship it over here.
Well, because they probably have people fighting. They have people fighting it.
Prison labor peeling the Chinese garlic. So
that's crazy.
So I was like, good God, everything that's bad is never mind.
Well, wait, hold on. We're going on this tangent, and I need to ask you if you see. I can't look at garlic.
I can't look at garlic. I'm telling you, check your if you buy the peeled garlic bulbs, check if it's from China. I wouldn't buy that.
No. I never buy peeled garlic anyway.
I
just
do.
buy them.
I'm lazy. I buy the bulb or I buy the minced garlic in the olive oil because there's a lot of times that I don't feel like mincing it and whatnot. And I use so much garlic in my cooking that it's fine. Like certain dishes, you need fresh garlic,
Right.
but a lot of dishes you can totally get away with that minced in the olive oil.
Okay. Well, now I don't want to use garlic ever again. You've ruined garlic for me.
Garlic is like the best.
It really is. I love garlic. But no, did you
Roasted garlic?
Oh, just garlic, man. Period.
You just put the whole bulb and you roast it till it turns like gelatinous, and then you can spread it on bread.
I thought you were just gonna eat it. Just bite it like an apple.
So good.
No, but I saw this thing, and I don't know if it's true, but it was like the lettuce. There was this big conspiracy about lettuce that they were taking this like liquid in China and pouring it into like hot water, and they were like, it was like cooking. It was like cooking into like plastic. It's like a plastic thing.
Oh God!
And they dye it green, and they basically shape it and keep folding
to look like lettuce, and it's not lettuce.
To look like lettuce, and then they cut it and they show it, and it looks just like lettuce. Have you seen that?
No, I don't want to see that. That's crazy.
Like I said, I don't know if that was like somebody just playing around.
I honestly would not put that past things. That could definitely be true.
Same with fake rice, but anyway.
I've seen the fake rice. That it's not like rice. It's like some sort of plastic.
That wakes me up. I eat a lot of rice.
So do we.
Eat a lot of rice.
Like my wife is Filipina, and every meal involves rice basically. Like breakfast, rice, lunch, rice. Like there's just rice everywhere.
Oh, I know, man.
We buy the big like 50-pound bags from Sam's Club.
From Sam's Club. I know for like $8 or something. Yeah, no. Veronica's, obviously Latina, and a lot of chicken.
Might be a lot of little rice. Yep.
A lot of that, but I love rice.
All right, let's get on another tangent.
Tangent time.
Tangent time.
Ooh, what is that, Jay?
What is that? This is a Loungefly Christmas themed backpack that I bought at the outlets many, many moons ago. And this is my 2,000 subscriber giveaway. I promised everybody I was going to give away this when we hit 2,000 subscribers. Well, guess what happened today?
Yes, Jamie.
Today, we hit 2,000 subscribers.
Congratulations, man.
It has been a slog because when I was doing the outlet videos, I was shooting up there, man. Subscribers were ticking off, and then everything died. And then I had to grind and do these recipe videos. And I love doing the recipe videos because I love cooking. But it's so much harder to get traction on these videos and get them out there and work on them and do them. So we finally hit 2,000 subscribers. And I did a random number generator, and it randomly picked a comment from one of my videos. And the winner is not Drew in the Moment.
Oh, man.
Couldn't do it. It is actually Susie Richardson.
Hey,
and
Susie.
She made a comment about, love the videos, great content and everything. And I can only wish I could win that backpack. And that was the comment that got selected by the random number generator.
Well, guess what, Susie?
You won that backpack.
You made it happen. So
you're winning that back. I wish, Sammy, I was pulling for you. I really wanted it to be you so I could announce it to you in the video. But unfortunately, it's Susie Richardson. I have her. Unfortunately for Sammy.
I know. I'm just playing with it.
I have her name from her YouTube comment. I'm going to respond to her YouTube comment. And I think I found her in the Shopping with Character Facebook group for the Liz Lennon Facebook Character Warehouse shopping group. So I'm going to message her there and reach out and try to get the information, get her backpack.
That's awesome.
It's been now. I got to figure out what the next giveaway is going to be because I still haven't been able to get to the outlets because they're still closed. And I want to give away outlet merch, but I don't have anything else laying around. So don't worry, there will be a 3,000 subscriber giveaway. I just got to figure out what it's going to be.
Yeah. Maybe the Millennium Falcon.
Maybe not. No. I'm not giving them that. I love that.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I wouldn't give it away either, dude. It's awesome.
No way.
All
right. So that is my little surprise announcement. Had to get that done. Wanted to get that out before went too long in because I told people I would make the announcement here. Thank you, Kachita. 2,000. That's a lot to me.
That
That seems
is a
like a
lot,
lot.
dude. I'm so happy for you,
That
man.
seems like a big
Awesome.
number to me.
It-
Like when I started this, like I begged and scraped and pleaded just to get to that first 100
Mhm.
so that you want the little baby Yoda back there? He's so cute.
Oh, come on, just give it to her. Give it to
Nah.
Sally. No.
No, sorry, Sally. Maybe a baby Yoda might be something we could work on that. But like I said, I scraped and pleaded just to get to that first 100, and I thought I'd never get there.
Yep. No,
And to now be at 2,000 is a crazy notion to me.
that's
And
awesome.
slowly picking up a couple each day, doing the work.
It really, I didn't know, just like people don't know unless you do what we're doing.
Right.
It's like it takes time. It takes time and it takes effort. A
Yep.
lot of effort. And like I don't know about you I don't know how you approached it, but I know for me, and I told Veronica this, I said, when I started the channel, I said, I'm going to ask people if they want to, if you'd like to subscribe. I said, but I'm not going to like go to the point where you're really bugging people and you're not even getting people that really want to watch your stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because that's not even going to help you in the end because you need view time and all that stuff. And I was just like, I don't care. It'll
But
probably
you got to make sure that you ask.
Oh,
You gotta
yeah.
at least do it one time.
absolutely.
Ask people, hey, by the way, everybody, go subscribe to Dad Got This and to Drew in the Moment. It'll
Right.
really help us out.
Yeah.
And both of us do giveaways.
we
So
do.
you might win something really cool,
I
like
gotta-
a Loungefly backpack,
Beautiful.
like Susie Richardson. Give me a
Yeah.
call, Susie, or send me a message or jump in the chat. Something.
Something. Yeah, I'm still trying to get my first 1,000, Jamie. I'm working on it.
I'm telling you, man, it's a slog, and you'll get there. You'll get
well,
there. You're doing good videos. I've been watching them. They're awesome.
Well,
You will get there.
the other day, my eyes started twitching because I'm like, oh my God. I swear, 4 days in a row, okay? I had 555 subscribers when I went to bed. Literally woke up the next morning just to check, 554. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
I
And
love
then
watching
I-
that. I love watching the couple drop down.
But check it out. It was one. It was just one. Then later that day, it went back to 555. I woke up the next morning, 554. And I'm like, you've got
I don't
to
know
be
if it's a
kidding.
reporting thing or their numbers are reconciling, because I've had that happen. Like the funny thing, when I did my 1,000 subscribers, I hit 1,000 subscribers and I was like, I made announcements,
Oh, yeah.
I did posts,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it dropped to like 1980. I didn't even announce the giveaway yet. Like I hadn't even I figured maybe once I did the giveaway, maybe
Yeah.
I would lose a bunch of people
Right.
because, they're like, oh, I didn't win. I only subscribed to win.
Right.
But that wasn't even that. I hadn't even announced the giveaway yet. And then all of a sudden it was like, hey guys, we don't actually have 1,000 subscribers yet.
Well, I'm glad you made that mistake. So when I eventually get to 1,000,
So this time I let it sit at 2,000 for a little while before I actually went and announced anything.
Yeah.
But even if it dropped down, I wouldn't care. I hit 2,000 and I'll eventually get back there later.
yeah.
But somebody couldn't make up their mind. They were like,
I know.
subscribe. Nah,
They're like,
unsubscribe.
Wait, I kinda
I'll
like
subscribe
that.
again. Yeah.
That's all right.
That's
That's
all right. All right.
I don't want
Back
to
on
watch.
track.
I don't want to watch.
Back on track. Back to the resorts.
Yeah, resorts.
One of my favorite things we've done at the resorts was the Polynesian Luau,
No, I know. I want to
the
do that.
Spirit of Aloha show.
Yes.
Was a ton of fun. The food, I had heard terrible things about the food online. Like people were bagging on the food. They were like, oh, it's terrible. It's not worth the money. This was, not fitting of what I paid. And I think it's like $60. I can't, somewhere in that range a person, not cheap.
Right.
But not only do you get unlimited food, like it's bring it as much as you want food, you get an awesome show.
Right.
And you get unlimited beer and sangria.
That's just trouble.
So, I mean, at Disney prices,
So $60 for all that?
yeah, at
Wow.
Disney prices, how many beers do you need to drink to get? Not much.
No.
And the food I thought was excellent. They had a Hawaiian pulled pork, which was deliciously moist and juicy and amazing. They had chicken, they had ribs, they had this like noodle dish. We loved it. And our fire dancer was ridiculously good. I mean, this guy was like, it felt like he threw it 100 feet in the air. I know he didn't.
No, but
it sure looked like dude flung that thing like 100 feet in the air. So I was like, that's pretty freaking awesome. So not only my daughter's favorite thing in the world, she needs to do it, dinner and a show. So, I thought that was an awesome experience. Let me see if I can pull it up.
That's just crazy though, because even if you went there and the food was like, but you're getting free beer and a show for $60. I don't know what those people are expecting.
What else do you need in life?
Yeah.
All right,
2,000 subscribers. That's what you need.
Yeah, you need that.
Yeah.
I
still got to do that. I still got to do the luau show. Just got to come up with this.
Yes, the good old coin.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna show you. Like our guy was awesome. I didn't plan on this, so it took me a second here. But this is the Spirit of Aloha. This was our fire dancer guy. He rocked, man. Do you have audio? Can you hear this?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So here he comes. First off, I love Hawaiian luau's and fire dancers and all that stuff. Like,
me too.
When I was younger, one of my best friends dated a hula dancer. So we traveled around with them, and I've seen many, 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 many luau's. And I just love them. I think they're great. But this guy, man, first off, I would burn everything on my body somehow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like I can't grill something or cook a hot dish without somehow injuring myself.
I can't light a candle without burning myself.
Never mind give myself like an 8-foot flame.
And play with it?
Yeah. It would not go well. But this guy was good, man.
Oh, don't eat it. Don't eat it.
Oh, he eats it.
Oh, my God. That's just crazy. Wow,
that's some serious hang time right there.
That really is, dude.
And that thing's on fire.
Not yet.
Like, it's not just your... And it's a knife.
Really?
So, yeah, those ends that are lit on fire are actually knives.
Get out of here.
Now, they don't sharpen them.
Doesn't matter.
But it's a metal blade. So there are so many ways that this could go wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, he could like lose it and it could go shooting into the crowd.
Straight into the crowd, into somebody's 151 alcohol and just light up.
I wonder if that's ever happened.
I would assume it has to have. Do you know? I'm wondering how many practice rounds they have to do before they actually let them get on stage.
Yeah, right.
But look at this. Come on. I wish I could do that.
I wish I could just spin it once.
Yeah. I used to do that with my pool sticks. Like I used to like try to spin my pool stick.
Yeah. Well,
That's like one finger. He's doing that like one finger.
That is insane.
So, okay. You get all your food. You get this. Plus there's all the regular hula dancers. And I think that the Polynesian is one of the prettier resorts out of all of them.
Oh, absolutely. That's my favorite out of those three. The top three, you know?
The theming and just all they really make it feel tropical. All the plants and everything are very tropical feeling.
Yeah.
I've heard that some of the restaurants there are really good. I haven't actually had a chance to eat at anything other than the Aloha one in any recent time. But I heard that, we did. We ate at one of the small upstairs restaurants. I forget what the name of it is. Ohana. We had breakfast there once, and it was pretty good.
Isn't that the place they have the Toga toast?
Tonga toast, yeah.
Or Tonga
We
toast?
didn't get that, unfortunately, because I would have loved to have been able to do that.
Yeah.
Now, what's he doing now? Oh, the feet.
Bench presses. Oh,
He's lighting his feet on fire.
holy cow.
I've heard that some bookies will do that to you if you don't pay them back fast enough,
Yeah.
that they'll light your feet on fire, but I don't think it's part of a show at Disney.
That's why I stay away from the track, man.
Yeah. And that's not even the end. This guy goes crazy. Oh, hold on. One wasn't enough. We're going to give him a second blade.
What?
And I'm just going to throw it at him.
He's going to throw it in the. He doesn't care. They're just throwing stuff.
Oh, okay. Here we go. How do they? I mean,
I want to know how they put it in their mouths, like the fire in their mouths. I don't get that.
it's a gel liquid.
Okay.
So it's like those, when they light a stuntman on fire.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
the,
all the stuff.
the gel is burning, but the body's not burning.
Well, but I'm saying, if you have it in your mouth and you accidentally breathe in or swallow it, you're in trouble, man.
Smalls,
Smalls is in the house.
you are late a little bit, but you know what? As long as the power stays going, this party goes quite a while. So you're good.
Better late than never.
Yep. So we were here, and the funny thing is, when we went to this luau, we did a little pin trading, and that we were pin trading with the DVC guy, and he was trying his absolute hardest to get us to go over to Riviera, because we're like, no, we're annual pass holders, we're local, we don't need Disney Vacation Club. And he saw my camera, he's like, wouldn't it be great to vlog the Disney Vacation, the Riviera Resort? I'm like, yeah, that would be cool. He's like, we'll put you on a bus, we'll send you over there, you'll get to go tour all the rooms and everything, and we'll have you back in time for your luau. I'm like, our luau is in like 25 minutes, dude. That's not gonna happen. Like, we paid a lot of money for this luau.
And I'm not going to the DVC to.
And we're not going to just. I'm like, I eventually will get over to that Riviera and check it out. Come on, how good is that?
That is awesome.
All right, that's it. Where's the stop sharing? Stop sharing. There we go.
But on that tangent about the DVC, like, I feel like that's a lot of money. If we're talking DVC,
yeah.
I have friends that they live.
Christian's a DVC.
Okay, well,
but they don't live here, so they have to have it.
And that makes more sense. We have friends that literally, no joke, live 5 minutes down the road from me here in Florida. Okay,
I have some friends who live in Florida who are also DVC, but they had it before they moved here. Okay, and then they moved here.
They didn't. They got theirs. I want to say they've lived down here 6 years. I think they got it 4 years ago or whatever. Anyway, point being is, it's like they're paying like $5,000 or something like that. And
yeah, it's not cheap
for not much. I mean, they're like, cool, we get to, go to the lounge, the DVC lounge in Epcot.
Yep.
But, which is cool. But other than that, like, for me personally, like, some people love it and some people use it, like, use their points to stay.
Oh, my Christian and them, my family, my sister, they max out everything. They use the heck out of that thing.
Right.
And it makes sense for them because they live way up in New Jersey and they vacation here all the time. Yep. And they go to the resorts, so it makes sense for them. But the guy was trying to convince us to buy it. I'm like, dude, I live here.
Yeah. And
he's like, no, it's still worth it. I'm like, not to me for that. We'll go to a hotel every once in a while, and stay a night. Ooh, I didn't.
16,000. Holy cow, man.
Wow.
Okay. Things are worth it to me that maybe aren't.
How many vacations do you get for that 16? Like 20?
Yeah.
Or is it 16,000? And like, man, that's tough for me.
That's a tough sell.
That's a tough sell for me.
Even if I was still living in Maine, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think that would really pan out. But
yeah, and then so he's like, and we'll give you 9 fast passes. Like, they're called like special fast passes. You can use them on any ride basically, except for like some that are blocked out. He's like, we'll give you 9 unlimited fast passes. Like, he was trying to get us over there. But I was like, dude, I can't do it today. I will come back and take you up on that, because you're not going to get me to buy it.
Yeah.
But I'll go take all the free stuff you're gonna show me and and whatnot and everything. And, I know Disney's not shady and they don't do the lock you in a room scenario like some of those other
You're not
timeshares are doing. You can't leave until you, it gets you about 2 vacations a year. And then there's also there's monthly maintenance fees. Yeah, it's not cheap. It is like a real estate investment because you own something and you can resell it and things like that. So it's got value in that standpoint. But for me, I don't think I could go to the resorts enough to use it for living here. If I didn't live here and maybe we lived in New Jersey still, and we wanted to do my sister and them every year come here, which we would probably, maybe that would make sense.
I'd rather take that 16,000 and get 16 years worth of annual passes to Disney. You know what I mean? Like living down here, down here.
Yeah. So that's a little tough for the DVC, but I do want to get over to that Riviera Resort. It looks awesome.
Yeah. I haven't really
except for the fact that the beds fall off the wall and crush you. I think they fixed that, but so they built this Murphy bed system. Have you ever been on a cruise?
No.
Okay, so they have a bed that folds into the wall.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
In the room, so there's a little sofa thing, and then a bed folds into the wall, and you can fold it down, so you get bunk bed type scenario almost.
Gotcha.
Well, this one, the latch was faulty, and the beds were falling open while somebody was in the sleeper below it, and trapping and crushing them. And it happened to more than one person. And of course, you find out about everything because of Twitter and things like that. People are tweeting, "My mother-in-law is trapped under the bed." I
know it's not funny.
It's not funny, but
it's kind of funny.
It's kind of funny.
As long as
Depends on how much you like your mother-in-law.
Yeah,
depends on how much you like your mother-in-law.
Right.
So I love my mother-in-law. So I would be a little upset that she was trapped in the bed because also she's claustrophobic, so that would not go well.
Yeah. No.
So apparently they were faulty. Whoever designed the latch didn't do a very good job. Bob was in charge of the latches, and so they had to tape them closed, and then there was a sign that said that you could don't use them. So I was like, this is a multi-million-dollar resort, and nobody realized that the beds fall open. But
you had one job.
We want to go. Actually, we booked our beach vacation, and we were looking at Disney Vero Beach as. I've heard very nice things about that resort, but it wasn't open at the time because Disney's stuff isn't open yet. So we booked at a different resort over in Clearwater to get a little bit away for the daughter's birthday. But
now where exactly is Vero Beach? I know the name.
Vero Beach is more south central, towards the Naples, Boca area, if I remember correctly.
Yep. Okay.
So there's that. But like I said, we loved the Polynesian is probably one of my favorites. The other would be Animal Kingdom. Love me some Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, Animal Kingdom Lodge. Yeah, I like
Animal Kingdom Lodge. I love that resort.
Yep, me too.
The theming is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The restaurants there, on point. We've eaten at Sa'ana.
Yeah,
and we've eaten at Baka something. I'm butchering it. I can't even remember it. It's their buffet one, and it's so good. The food there was excellent, and then you can see the animals from the one restaurant. You can actually look out the window if you get a window seat and see the animals, and it's freaking awesome.
And they have night vision.
They have night vision that Drew did that vlog, which I always think is awesome.
I was so excited, man. No, seriously, that was the thing. I'm a 39-year-old man. And I felt like I was an 8-year-old kid looking through these, night.
That's it. Boma.
Boma's
good.
Boom.
Yes.
Boma.
Boom.
But yeah,
that food is good.
Go see the night vision.
Yep. Go see the night vision. The night vision's awesome.
So much fun.
And you feel like a child. You feel like James Bond because, every spy movie that you've ever seen, they have night vision.
Yeah. Night vision goggles, man.
That's awesome. I just want to walk around like Disney with them.
Oh, that'd be awesome, man.
Right now, with it deserted, ooh.
Yeah.
Did you see that guy got a trespassing ticket for
hanging out and living on the island?
No,
weird?
well, I saw the guy get arrested for living on the island, and his excuse. Mwah.
I didn't even know what was his excuse.
I didn't know it was private island. I didn't know it was a Disney thing.
I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Pretty much, it was a Dave Chappelle. I didn't know I couldn't.
I didn't know I could. Oh, I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah, he said he didn't know it was his private property.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You parked at a Disney resort.
Yeah.
You came over through. It's like, what did you expect it was?
Yeah. What did you think? Oh no, it's just some uninhabited island in the middle of Disney.
That is has buildings on it for some reason that are old and abandoned.
That must have been pretty cool though. I will say.
I've seen videos of like Adam the Woo and some of the old explorers who will do that, like where they explored that, and it sounds cool.
Yeah.
Well, all you have to do to enter the giveaways is like a video, subscribe, and leave a comment.
Yep.
It's pretty simple. I do a random number generator and it picks a random comment. And that's how I select the winner. So all you got to do is comment on one of Dad's videos and be a subscriber. Not too hard. But thanks for stopping by, Rachel.
Yeah.
I don't know what the next one's going to be. We'll figure it out.
Maybe a Baby Yoda.
Maybe a Baby Yoda. But I want to get back to the outlets. I need my deals. I want to buy my stuff.
I know. Well, it's funny. I was just talking about those today with Veronica. This is what I don't understand. Maybe you do. So Disney Springs is open, right?
Yes.
Okay. World of Disney is open.
Yes.
The Outlet Plaza
is open.
Both of them, Vineland and why am I spacing the other one? You know the other one.
International.
International. Those are open, but yet the Disney stores are not open. Like I don't
They're
know.
rolling it out. I guess it's maybe a staffing thing. Because the Disney outlets are staffed by cast members.
Okay.
So it was always like cast members who picked up like extra shifts and things like that and whatnot.
Sure.
Or they had like a specific rotation there. So maybe they don't have the cast members to do it. And I know that the Disney stores are opening up soon, or maybe open now in select locations at like malls and stuff like that. So I'm hoping soon.
Because they need to, man. They got to open back up.
That's going to be a nightmare.
Oh, yeah. Like we already talked about, it will be a nightmare.
The line will go to Disney from the outlet. Like you'll be waiting at the castle like, oh, what are you waiting to ride? No, I'm just waiting for the outlets. It's going to be freaking nuts.
Can I get a fast pass for the outlet, please?
Oh, I would love
That'd be awesome.
And I wonder if they're going to like limit your time in there because, it's limited capacity. So like for vloggers, if it's going to be hard,
you know what I think they might even do, to be perfectly honest with you. And I would understand why they do it to justify it. They might even say no vloggers.
They might, who knows? Now I know that they've always had a good relationship with people as long as you followed the rules.
Right.
Because it brought so much business to them.
It did. But right now, first of all, they don't need us to bring business. Saw pictures today. Some
stores have opened. Some of the Disney stores, I've heard that some are open. I'm just waiting for them to say outlets are open, and then I'm not going to be able to rope drop it. I'm going to have to do an evening trip because I got the kiddo all day, and I can't bring the kiddo with me. That's not going to work. Yeah. So I'm going to have to go like after the wife gets home and make an evening trip because I think they're open till like 11, depending on if they're actually doing normal hours or not.
I find it hard to think they will be. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause I don't know if Orange County, are they still in the?
No, the curfews are over.
7 o'clock curfew's over.
Yeah,
okay.
that ended thankfully.
Yeah, because that was tough. Ugh. But yeah, no, but I just don't understand why they're just not opening them up. Like everything else is. But
I did see that there are now one of the other things that they may be keeping the outlets closed just for a craziness standpoint, knowing that it's going to be nuts.
Yeah.
I saw where they said they're not going to be doing any like limited edition releases during this period.
Okay.
To keep like crazy crowd type stuff from happening.
Right.
So like, like key releases and things like that, they're not going to be doing those at the stores to help alleviate, mass lines and things like that.
Well,
because I don't know if I don't know of any way you could say the outlets are open and not have a crazy line.
Pandemonium. Well, you'll maybe, just maybe, no collection stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
What
no collection stuff.
what I think they might do is wait until a couple or all the parks are open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, be like, all right, let's open that, and then we'll open the outlets real quick to kind of disperse. Drew will watch her.
I'll drop the kiddo off there and get it. No, because he wants to go to the outlet too.
Yeah, I do. But no, you know what? I'll go really early, and then
There
I'll
you
come
go.
over to your house, and then you can go over.
There you go.
We'll do it like that.
That'll work out. But
Yeah,
so I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love the Animal Kingdom Lodge. I've never gotten to stay at the Animal Kingdom Lodge with a Safari View room, which has always been like a dream of mine.
hmm
I want to get that Safari View room and like open my balcony and like see a giraffe like looking at me.
Yeah, just hanging out.
Just like
Eating
like
stuff.
it's like eating leaves right from the edge of my balcony. Like that to me is a bucket list kind of thing.
Disney magic, baby.
Because it's like even when they go on sale, they're like $400 a night.
And that's hard, man. That's hard.
That's like half to 3/4 of an annual pass.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it funny how everything revolves around? But that will be a part of the annual pass.
Exactly.
Always, man. No, I know. Well, you know what's funny? I'll tell you, the only resorts I've ever the only resorts that I've ever stayed at are Pop Century,
Okay.
All Star Movies. No, all the All Stars. That's right, all the All Stars, and then Riverside and the French Quarter.
Okay.
That was it. But I've spent, like you said, just walking around all the time in like Boardwalk and stuff like that. But back to your Polynesian thing, that is my bucket list. I've never stayed at the Polynesian.
You know what I really want?
Tell me.
I want to stay in one of those bungalows.
I did.
Have you seen those?
I did
Like
until
on the water.
I did
on the
until
stilts?
somebody was talking about they're cool, but the problem is if you were trying to rest, the ferry boat going back and forth all night. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I never even thought of that, and it was just like it's noisy and the water's splashing. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe they over.
You know what the problem for me is? $1,100 a night.
Yeah, well, that's it. Well, I was just making an excuse. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go.
$1,100.
That's too much, man.
That's crazy. Like that's rich people money.
Yeah,
That's
well, when
like
you get 3,000 subscribers, man, you'll have the money, right?
Yeah, that's how it happens. Yeah, each 1,000 subscribers is $1 million. That works.
You pay for your family, and then you pay for my family, and we'll go and have a good time.
So the goal is to become cool enough to Disney, where Disney's like, hey, come out and check this thing out. That's all I want from this.
I know.
I want free Disney things. I want Disney to get me into the media events. I want to go to media food and wine. I want them to invite me to the resorts to try them out. And the number one, because there's no way I could ever afford it, is the new Star Wars hotel.
Oh my God, dude. I know. Don't even get me started. I already had anxiety and panic attacks being like, I can't.
And I'm just hoping that they're going to let people walk around it.
That's what I was wondering too. I don't know.
I don't know, because the way they're selling it is it's like a cruise. So you have to buy like a 2-night package or a 3-night or 4-night package. So it's all like a package deal, and it's like a per person for a cabin on the Starliner, because that's what they're theming it as. It's like a starship that you're on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they're selling it like a cruise. So you have to buy like a 2-day, 3-night or something. Like you have to buy them in chunks. You can't just stay one night.
And one night is not even. And
like it averages out to be like $1,500 a person. So like the cabin would be like $3,500 or $4,000 for that 2-day, 3-night thing.
Yeah, I can't justify.
And it doesn't even include park admission or anything like that. It's just
or food,
or it's not like an all inclusive. I don't know. I haven't seen where it's like all inclusive where you get your food and stuff like that. But the way that they're saying they're going to do it, where everybody's going to stay in character and like all the shop owners are going to be like, you know, themed to the Star Wars world and stuff like that, like extending the way they do Galaxy's Edge sounds so me. Like, I just want to walk around there with my lightsaber.
Yep.
But I know I will never, ever justify to myself to be able to spend that.
Mm-mm. Well, you know, and I'll tell you, that might be their problem as well. I think there's going to be some people that are going, that's too
Rich
much.
people. Yeah, they will have, it's small enough. There's only 32 rooms.
Oh, really? Oh, didn't
It's
know
like
that.
a 33 room hotel.
Yeah.
It's not
Talk about
not thousands of rooms.
Talk about a waiting list, man. Even if you had the money,
Even if you had the money to get a room is going to be insane.
Yeah.
But I want that in my life. Like, I need Disney to let me to say, look, Dad got this. Come here and vlog this resort. You need to do this. We need you here. That's my entire goal. You know, first mini goal is I need them to invite me to Food and Wine.
And bring me with you.
Yes.
I want to come eat stuff.
I need that Food and Wine media event where you get to try all the dishes.
Yep.
Because that's freaking amazing to be able to vlog that and show all the stuff and know what's good and what's not.
Yep.
But it's just cool.
You get to eat. Get to eat, man.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
That Disney resort though, that Star Wars one, man.
No, I know. I'm telling you, man. I'm not kidding. Like, I had anxiety about it because I'm like, oh my God, I want to go see. And I'm like,
when they announced it, I was like, this is so cool. They're going to have a Star Wars themed hotel. And then when they said it's going to be 30 rooms, I'm like, ugh.
See, I didn't know it was 30 rooms. I thought like maybe 100.
Like, nobody's ever going to get in there unless your name is like, you know, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, George Lucas, he'll get to go.
Han Solo.
Yeah. But that one was a heartbreaker to me.
Well, never say never, man. You know,
never say never. I'm keeping
positivity, man. That's what we're all about.
10,000
right?
subscriber celebration. That's where we're going.
That's right. Exactly. Gotta keep the positivity, man.
Yeah, keep on keeping on, man.
Keep on keeping on, man.
So that's my bucket list resort.
Yeah.
It's not even open yet, but when that opens, that's going to be the ultimate one I want to go to.
See, I'm keeping my bucket list a little more attainable. You know what I mean? The Polynesian, man. And I got to ask you, how do you honestly feel about the Contemporary? Like, out of those three, out of the Grand Floridian, Polynesian, and the Contemporary, my favorite, hands down, is Polynesian.
Yep.
I love it. I love the theme. I love the whole, you know, Hawaiian kind of vibe.
Yep.
How do you feel about the Contemporary? Because a lot of people I know, it's like, you know, back in the day,
It's iconic.
Iconic. Thank you. I hate it. I absolutely hate the Contemporary. I think it looks
we stayed there for Elle's first trip to Disney World, which was like her birthday, her like first birthday. We waited till she was like walking and kind of old enough, and we did like her first birthday there, and we got a room in the Contemporary. It was like $5 or something crazy. It was like an upper room with a view of the you know, bay and stuff like that. And it's super cool for like accessibility reasons.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I get that
like
part.
you can walk to Magic Kingdom,
Right.
and it's not like a far walk.
Yeah.
It's like right there. So from that convenience factor, it was super cool to be able to do that.
Especially with like a young kid, because you're going to be spending most of the time at Magic Kingdom anyway.
So like at the end of the night when the fireworks go off and every single person is waiting 3 hours to get on the monorail, and you're just like, cool, I'm gonna go walk this 2-minute walk over to the hotel.
Bye,
and see you later.
Yeah.
Aulani is amazing. We love Hawaii. We honeymooned in Hawaii not honeymooned in Hawaii. We went on a trip to Hawaii after that, and it's just, I love me some Hawaii. That
Never
place
been.
is. We went to Oahu, and it's beautiful. And the Aulani resort over there is supposed to be amazing. You know, just Hawaii plus Disney.
Yeah.
Is amazing.
Oh, what Disney?
But, you know, as far as like actual Disney on property resorts, we could have a whole nother thing about the ones that aren't on property. So yeah, I thought the Contemporary is cool. It's got Chef Mickey's,
Mhm.
and Chef Mickey's is fun. The food is good, but not amazing.
It's good for what it is.
It's good for what it is. It's a good buffet.
Mhm.
And the character interactions that you get at Chef Mickey's are pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, we've always had, like, I've heard people who will complain that they don't spend enough time, but we always had like the character spending like too much time to the point where
to eat, man.
we're like, dude, I'm hungry. Can we stop doing the Donald Duck dance? And I'd like to eat some of this prime rib here.
Yeah, get out of my way.
But so I mean, I don't not like the Contemporary. It wouldn't be my favorite by far.
Yeah.
But it's a cool resort with the monorail going through, and from a ease of use and convenience factor, it's up there pretty high.
Yeah, no, and I get that. I absolutely get the accessibility to Magic Kingdom's right there, totally. And the monorail, that's all convenient. For me, I remember, and maybe it's because I didn't grow up staying at the Contemporary. You know what I mean? Like people spend, and I get that attachment that they have to certain stuff that other people don't. Like for me, I walked in there because everybody's like, the Contemporary. I walked in there and
Holiday Inn.
No, airport. All I felt when I walked in there was one big airport, and it
is not cool.
No, but that's what I mean.
There's no real cool factor to the hotel itself. Like the architecture is not that great. The designs and things and the theming really aren't that great. It's literally next to Magic Kingdom is really the only thing it's got going for it.
That and the whole shit.
And you can watch the fireworks from the bridge and from the 1 second floor balcony.
Right, but you can also watch the fireworks from the Polynesian. You know what I mean?
But you get the best view over at Magic Kingdom.
Right, absolutely.
Over at the Contemporary.
The Contemporary. But yeah, no, like the shtick is the monorail going through and the closeness to Disney. Absolutely. Yep. Like that's what I mean though. Like I walked in there and just as a hotel, I'm like, I am in an airport, and I don't like airports.
It's not that cool. I'll agree with you. It's not that cool.
Maybe,
and I'd love to get Christian's view. Like I've never been over to the Bay Lake side, which is the DVC side. I don't know if it's any cooler over there. The big tower over there on the other side. Yeah,
I heard that was cool, but I mean, I don't know. I can't say it is or it isn't.
Right.
I've never been in it.
We've stayed at not Port Orleans? Yeah, I think it's Port Orleans. The South Quarter one.
Yeah, man. The
French Quarter one with the princess rooms.
Yeah.
So they had these like princess rooms, and like above the bed, there's a mural of one of the princes, and you hit the button. It's got like LED fireworks that go off behind it.
Yeah.
And so that was pretty cool. The kiddo had an absolute meltdown and didn't want to do anything while we were there, and then it rained on us, so we had like a pretty terrible time when we went there, and we're spending all this money
to have a horrible time.
Like my kids barely ever thrown a temper tantrum, but like she like did the didn't want to get in the car seat thing and like just made herself stiff as a board so you couldn't buckle her. and you're half swearing and you're like, we're gonna go to the thing and we're gonna have a good time at the stupid restaurant. It's like,
what? You don't have a good time, I'm gonna be angry.
So that one didn't work out too well. So the room was cool, but we don't have such fun memories of that trip. And that was actually the time where we were like, maybe we won't do these resort trips.
Yeah. No, it's tough when you are spending the money, but like for us, Riverside at Port Orleans, you got Riverside, which we stayed at, and the French Quarter. For me, that is my favorite resort. Absolute favorite resort, but just memories. When we went to Dr. Contemporary to watch the light parade, it ended up being offered to
the fireworks from the boat. That I do want to do. That seems like a really cool thing to watch.
That's pretty cool. So you like Contemporary, Sally?
Sally, you're a fan of the Contemporary, other than like as a hotel, not just the fact that you got to go on the boat, but what do you actually think about the hotel?
Right.
And then we also, the best resort period that we ever stayed at though, that even though we got a room next to the elevator that was clanging all night and loud, but we were next to the freight elevator. Literally, the freight elevator was next to our room, so you could hear them loading and unloading things all night.
Oh my god,
not fun. So, other than getting a crap room placement, the Disney Beach Club, the pool,
yes, I want to go on that. That looks awesome.
Is the absolute coolest pool of any resort. It's got a sand beach.
Sand. It's got sand. Yeah.
It's a sandbar in the pool. And there's like this big pirate ship with like water slides and stuff. And like that pool, so worth it. We were like, we didn't care about the room. We're like, whatever. We're not going to be in the room.
No, and that's what it is, man.
We're going to be out here at this pool.
Yep.
And then from there, you can walk to Epcot.
Oh, yeah. Right.
The beach club. There's that little path that goes around the side now where the Skyliner goes by. There's a little walkway, and you can go in that back entrance and come up between Canada and France.
The best entrance, man.
Yeah.
So easy to get in.
You're in and out, no problems.
Well, and right there too, that area where you got the boardwalk, you got the yacht club, the beach club, whatever. For a kids, the resorts are cool, but I'm saying like location. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Epcot, great. Those resorts are great for adults. You know what I mean? Like older.
Like
people.
To me, that resort is perfect because the beach pool is amazing. Yeah, you can go pop over to Epcot for lunch or a dinner from the resort, and it's not like I don't need to drive anywhere. I don't need to take any of the Disney transportation. I don't need to do anything. I just need to walk over, and I can go to Chef de France for dinner. And I could be there in 20 minutes.
And then be back.
And be back to my room to go relax and rest. Like, that's the hotel, man. That's the insider hotel to me for like an adult who's into food and things like that.
Yeah. And Epcot. If you're into Epcot.
And Epcot, yeah.
I love it.
Kids go play in the pool. You can get in and out to Epcot without any kind of thing. Yep. It's awesome.
It was okay. Looked like Peter Max threw up at the outside tap. Who's Peter Max?
My gosh, I'm missing that too.
Peter Max.
Peter Max. You're gonna have to explain that to these old guys.
Well, darn that Peter Max.
Why would he throw up?
Right. No, but for me, is I want to show you something that I got. Riverside, Port Orleans, French Quarter.
Yeah.
Brought my kids there when I was young,
beignets.
when they were younger. Dude, the beignets. You can go fishing, and it was like this is when my kids were 3 and 7. So it was like
great ages.
Oh, it was the greatest thing. But let me show you what I got at the antique store. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll fill time. While Drew's doing that, guys, everybody remember, like and subscribe to both Drew and Dad's channels. I just gave away my backpack. Drew's got a 700 subscriber thing he's got going on. Lots of stuff to do. And welcome back to our special guest tonight, Eminem.
Hey, thanks. Thank you, Nick.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
No, I just wanted to show this. I actually posted it Instagram a couple of weeks ago, but I was just so excited that I got this. I found this at the antique store.
Oh, that's awesome. That's the
this is a pillow.
The one from
Riverside.
Yeah, but that's also the guy from Princess and the Frog. What's his name? Louis or something like that, or
something like that. Yeah.
Somebody's gonna have to give me the name of that. But that's
what's the name of this?
He's the saxophone playing gator. Yeah. He's awesome.
But yeah, dude, $6.
That's $6 awesome.
And like I said, it was just nothing crazy. It was I
need to go check out that antique store because I would love to sign some of the stuff from there.
You do, man. I'm telling you. I'm winning juice giveaway.
You're trying, kiddo. You're trying.
Hey, you know what? With my giveaway, you have a better chance than this guy.
Oh, like those 70s.
Because there's 3 winners. 3 winners.
Yeah. Oh, 3 winners. Nice. Okay. I think I know who you're talking about now.
Those
psychedelic, yeah. Yeah. I wasn't, like I said, not super. Like there was nothing cool about the contemporary other than like, the monorail goes through. That's cool. Look at that. That's awesome.
Hey, wow. And then the novelty of that wears off and what?
But at least the Polynesians all like Polynesian themed, and they all the other they have like these cool. I like themed crap.
Yeah, me too.
I like the Polynesian. I like the Wilderness Lodge is kind of cool because it's all wildernessy.
are awesome, man. I like the Wilderness Lodge. It reminds
One
me
of
of
the-
Maine.
One of the I need to go do. They have a new. It's called the Artist Palette or Sketchbook Cafe or something. I forget the name of the restaurant. I should know the names of these things, but they've got a new character dining experience over there at the Wilderness Lodge, and
Oh, really?
you can actually dine with the Evil Queen and you meet the Seven Dwarves.
That's awesome, man.
So you don't really get to meet the Evil Queen anywhere. Like
Yeah, ever.
she's nowhere.
Right.
And like the pictures I've seen, like the lady play it, like it's good.
It's scary. It's scary.
Yeah, she's like pulled the part off perfect.
That's
So
great.
to me, you probably are as well. Actually, I don't know. I'm pretty old, Sammy.
He is. He's like 60, I think, right?
75. I
75.
age well.
Yeah.
But no, and like it's not just character dining; it's high end character dining.
Now, what's
Like,
the?
It wasn't cheap. It was in the like $30 or $40 a plate kind of thing. Like, but it's a plated meal, like 3 courses kind of thing.
Okay, that's
And then you also get to meet, the queen and do pictures with her and the dwarves and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's like all based off like the apple and stuff like that. But it looked so good, and the food looked good. I like the high end foods sometimes. Like I like food, and I like when somebody puts like a lot of effort into making food.
Yeah, man.
And bag on Disney all you want. There are times and places and things that they do and they do well.
Yep.
And people will like, give them crap. And I'm like, you realize that like they have to serve this high end food to an exponentially larger amount of people than your average single restaurant would ever have to. So like, well, why would I spend $35 when I can go, get, food at, like this really fine dine chef restaurant, 3 Michelin. I'm like, yeah, but okay, they've got to do that on scale.
Yeah.
And,
I got to make it perfect, man.
And they got to do it perfect over and over and over and over again.
But just so you know, I know another theme park that doesn't do food very well.
No.
I'm not going to name names. But
do you happen to be a new pass holder for it?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yep. Anybody complaining about Disney food, don't. Really. Just don't complain, please.
Yeah,
Just
I can't say that I've had a super memorable good meal over at
across
that
the pond.
place.
Across the pond. Yeah.
At that place.
Yeah, nothing that I was like, holy cow, this is amazing. Like for me, holy cow, this is amazing was the BLT in Epcot.
Yes.
Blew my mind, man. Like it
blew
really
my mind. It was amazing.
What a great
and the scallops.
Oh yeah, the scallops.
Not the ones we had together.
Oh my god.
The other ones from Food and Wine with the little cream sauce. Oh, those were so good.
Those blew my mind. No worries.
I'll say it's Universal. Love it.
Which just food wise,
they're behind Disney.
They are behind Disney, but they're ahead of Disney in a few other things.
Thrill rides.
You know what?
They've got better thrill rides.
Thrill rides, but you know what it really is? It's their what I found out. It's the 3D screen rides. You know what I mean?
Spider-Man. Spider-Man's an awesome ride.
I went on Transformers, and that was like Spider-Man times 10.
Transformers was a really cool ride. The Fast and the Furious ride also
haven't been on that yet.
Was a pretty cool ride. That's a pretty neat one.
Yeah, is that
as a fan of a car guy, it's pretty cool. It's very much like the Transformers and Spider-Man aspect of a ride.
Okay. Yeah.
But the one food they do better is butterbeer.
Yep.
Butterbeer is amazing.
It's so good. Frozen butterbeer.
Yeah, no, you got to get the whipped frozen one. Yeah, there's a different kind. I didn't think there was.
They have hot.
Ugh.
I heard that hot in Florida. I don't know. I only want my coffee hot.
Yeah.
But look,
I haven't been to Universal in ages. The last I've been for Halloween Horror Nights. I won tickets a few years back, maybe 4 years or so back.
Yeah.
For Halloween Horror Nights, my radio show. Okay. And me and a friend got to go to Halloween Horror Nights. And I'm not a big scary movie, get scared kind of guy. So we just did the rides. We're like, everybody else is doing that stuff. We're just going to go do the rides with no lines.
Right.
So that's what I got to do, like the Harry Potter ride. That ride is pretty good.
Yep.
And it was funny. A funny story. My friend who'd been on it a couple times, I'd never been on it. There was this lady in front of us, and she had never been on it either. And she's like, "Hey, do you know if this is like a roller coaster or anything like that?" And he's like, "No, it's not a roller coaster. It's like just like a moving track kind of ride.
Yeah.
It's like a roller coaster. It's very roller coaster. So like,
the one that like spins you.
yes, it spins and then it does these drops and things like that. And we're like, as soon as it did that drop, I looked at him like, oh, you in trouble because you straight lied to this lady.
Oh, I didn't remember. Yeah, sure you did.
It's really calm. No, it's not.
You liar. You liar. No, but it's funny too. Like I am a Halloween guy. Love Halloween. And we discussed, me and Veronica, the other day about Halloween Horror Nights. Okay. And at some point, I'm going to go because I'm going to vlog because I just want to look around. But I'm a Halloween guy, but I like Disney's version of Halloween. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like the spooky.
Like Happy Halloween.
It's like happy spooky.
Not Chainsaw Halloween.
I don't need to see, like I don't need somebody screaming in my face because I've seen videos of it, like screaming and yelling and chasing me. Like that just gives me anxiety. That's not fun.
Yeah,
that's not fun. Like the whole, like the horror. I'm not a big horror movie guy.
Neither am I. I'm not a big horror movie guy. I won't watch horror movies most of the time anyway. When I was younger, me and my friends, we all went to Halloween Horror Nights, and one of my good friends has a phobia of clowns. He doesn't like clowns.
Yeah.
And he also has a phobia of little people.
Wow.
And we turned the corner as a group.
Don't tell me it was a little person clown.
No, it was a gang of little people clowns.
Oh my God.
And they honed in. They could like how like a dog can sense fear.
When they're getting
like they somehow knew that my friend was afraid of like them terribly. And they chased him around this area. I probably have not laughed so hard in my entire life as watching a gang of little people clowns chased my buddy around. It was so good. If I had my like a vlogging camera, I would just watch that video over and over and over. It was so good.
That was so bad though. Oh my word, dude. Like that, but that's what I mean. Like that for me, if that happened to me, I'd be like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Like there's an annoyance factor with me. Like I enjoy like the role playing and things like that in Galaxy Edge to me is cool because it's not aggro and it's not in your face. Yeah. But like this like crazy guy with a chainsaw with no chain on it, and like who like feels the need to like get right up in your face with it. Like that's not my kind of fun.
Yeah, it's not fun to me either. And like
so
even going in like because I've seen the videos, of people going into the houses and stuff, like the scary houses, and it doesn't look like fun to me at all.
Satanic that year.
Halloween
isn't Halloween satanic every year technically? I mean,
it was satanic that year, but not the year before or after. They
have different themes. Gang of little clowns.
I'm using that for
Gang of Little People Clowns is probably one of the funniest things you will ever see. It's pretty good because there are people who have fears of clowns, and there are people for some reason who have fears of little people.
Fears of clowns, but I mean, it's kind of gone away as I got older. Like I just remember, I think it was just like I went to the circus once, and I think it was just the dude was too in your
face, in your area.
Like it, and it was just like, you are creepy. I don't know you, and you dressed weird. And I think, I think that's really like what people's issue is. I mean, I can handle a clown now, but yeah, they're still freaky.
They are still a little creepy.
Oh, she went back and forth.
Oh,
no. Back and forth. How?
Oh, but whether it was satanic or not satanic.
Halloween is not satanic. I don't know why everybody says that.
So yes, Universal's food on par, not as good as Disney If
Fine.
Universal wants to try to convince me otherwise and send me out to some restaurants to try them out for free, I'll do that. If you guys want to, yeah, I'll look into it. If you guys want Universal, if you're listening,
Yeah.
give us a ring. Dad and Drew show live at Universal.
Look us up. Look us up.
But yeah, so not a big fan of the Universal. Like, I think eventually we may get Universal passes when the kiddo gets older.
Mhm.
Right now, she's not at an age where I don't think anything there she would really enjoy.
Nope.
Maybe if she gets into Harry Potter, which she said for some reason she wants to watch the Harry Potter movies now. She's 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure we're going to let her watch them yet. I think she gets scared by things and will have like nightmares from like some cartoons we've seen.
Yeah.
So there are some kind of scary parts in Harry Potter where I'm thinking maybe she'd be a little older.
Sure. Well, but even like Universal is not. It's not where you bring little kids. Like, you know,
No.
it isn't. It like
To me, it's a teenage park.
It's a teenager, you know, and older that want to do some like you said, thrill rides and like, well, like I went on the Men in Black ride, which is like imagine Buzz Lightyear, you know,
Buzz Lightyear, but Men in Black, yeah.
But holy crap, man! We're in the thing, and I'm thinking it's just like a track ride, and then all of a sudden it whips me around, and I'm like, "What the heck, dude?"
Yeah.
And it did that a few times, and like like up until that point, I was like, "Oh yeah, my mom could probably handle this." Until it did that, and I'm like, "No."
What age, Mouse and the Magic, do you think would be a good age to introduce the Harry Potter movies to my kiddo? Not that it has anything to do with Disney resorts, but
no, but it doesn't matter. Hi, Mouse and the Magic.
Hi, Mouse and the Magic. Thanks for stopping by.
We're on our tangent.
We're on a tangent.
And speaking of Universal, let me tell you this: they were very smart by opening when they did, and I'm telling you,
ahead of Disney.
They are so smart because they just said, you know what, we're opening this thing up. We're going to get ahead of this game. And basically, I am an annual pass holder now.
I can't believe that.
I wouldn't have done that. Honestly, I don't think, at least not.
Sally's saying 8 or 9. Okay. That sounds like about right.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you don't want it to be too old because then she won't.
I don't care if she doesn't want to watch Harry Potter. I don't care. I'm no skin off my back. But it was just funny because I guess one of her one of the YouTubers she watched was talking about how they like Harry Potter. So now she's like, I want to watch Harry Potter.
Oh, of course.
I'm like, I don't know if you want to watch Harry Potter, kid.
Maybe not. Yeah. No, well, see, I'm guilty. I've only seen one Harry Potter.
I've seen them all. They're all pretty good movies.
That's what I've heard or what I've heard. And like, we're going to do it. We're going to watch all of them. But like, I remember when I had watched it before, I watched one and I was like, that was okay. The concept, and I understand why people love it, but I feel like the age I was at, I kind of missed.
Yeah, you weren't in the wheelhouse.
Wasn't in the wheelhouse of like it really, you know, grappling me where like Star Wars, I just grew up knowing Star Wars ever since I was little. So it was like.
Yeah, we're thinking maybe the books first is a way to go also. She loves reading and she's doing great at reading. So maybe she'll be able to start reading them first and then watch the movies. But we're having so much fun.
I'm so sorry, Sammy. Like I said, I feel like I just missed that. Like,
see, but me, like I'll watch any fantasy movie. So then like I watched all of them just because that's what I did as a kid. We went out and watched movies, me and my buddies.
Right.
And it didn't matter if there was any new movie out. It's pretty much what we did. We drove in our cars to Pleasure Island and waited 2 hours to find upfront parking spots to show off our cars and then went and watched movies.
Right. Oh, yeah. No, see, I watched movies too. It was just like, I think at that time when that was coming out, I think I was honestly, and I still am to this day, I was into like that mystery. You know what I mean? Like the mystery type movie where it's like a whodunit. I don't know. I like that, like that kind of vibe. At least at that time, it was like what really.
Now Universal's got that new gate opening up, and isn't there like a Mario Land or something in it?
Oh yeah, it's like a Nintendo Land.
A Nintendo Land.
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
And if they put Mario Kart, like an actual be able to drive a car Mario Kart ride,
dude.
I'm going to have to buy at least buy a ticket. I don't know about an annual pass, but I'm going to have to buy a ticket to ride that.
Well, but
have you seen those videos of the people in Japan?
Japan, dude, it's awesome.
Dressed up as Mario and Luigi, running around Japan. I so want to do that, man.
I think they will. They got to do something like that. If they're doing Nintendo, Mario, you're doing a ride, you got to have Mario Kart.
Yeah,
dude.
but they don't do it as like a Back to the Future style ride where you're in a car and it's doing it. Like, let me drive something.
Yeah.
Like, let me actually, and not a fake screen. Give me a real car,
Right.
something like a go-kart in a track that I can drive. I know it's probably super dangerous to do that, but let me do something super dangerous.
You know what though? Or at the very least, do it like the cars that are on the tracks, but you drive them yourselves, but
Yes.
make it be able to go a little faster than that.
Yeah, and let me throw a banana at somebody.
Have
I want to throw a banana peel at people.
just they can't give bombs or anything like that. That won't.
Yeah,
be
no.
Like
Maybe the turtle shells will be okay, but
soft ones. That'd be kind of fun, just like pillows.
yeah, that'd be fun.
I would bounce off the mushroom,
every time. Yes.
I
Back
do
in the day, Mario
I do
Kart.
not want to drive on the rainbow track. I hate that. I hate that track. I hate it.
So that's what Universal, to me, that's the only appealing thing they've got going to me, is if they do a Mario Kart thing, I need to do that. But other than that,
See, okay, and I understand you. It's newer to me because I had never been to Universal, and when I went, we went to Islands of Adventure first, which is super cool. That reminds me, for whatever reason, it reminds me of like an Epcot mixed with Animal Kingdom kind of
a
vibe.
little bitty.
Like you got like the lands,
the dinosaur stuff in there.
But then we went to the Universal, the Universal side. Let me tell you, man, as a fan of movies, and I love Hollywood Studios, I walked in there and my brain just about exploded because I was like, oh my gosh, this is that Hollywood Studios. It was like Hollywood Studios used to be. You know what I mean? Like it had that like old Hollywood feel. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just love the buildings and the attitude in there and all that stuff. But I like it. I enjoy it.
I think unless you are into the roller coasters and stuff like that, I think it would get old. If you're not wanting to ride all the thrill rides all the time, they don't have a lot past that. They're not heavy on shows and things like that. And like the character meets aren't that great. Now I did see that they've got the trolls, I think. You can meet and greet with the trolls and the diamond guy farts diamond dust.
Yeah, I guess
glitter during your meet and greet, which is that's something.
That is something. I don't know what it is, but it is something.
But it's something.
That is something. That is something.
My daughter loves Trolls. She does like that movie. So I don't know. I know eventually we'll probably get sick of being at Disney every year and maybe dabble over there one year. I couldn't see for me, I can't see doing like you're doing both. I feel like I'd be wasting money on one because I'd be like, I've got both. I can't go to both parks today. I can't go to Universal and Disney in one day. So like every time I'm at Universal, I'm like, I'm wasting my Disney pass. Or every time I'm at Disney, I'm wasting my Universal pass.
And I get that. I don't know how it's going to go yet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
How do they compare price wise?
Oh my God, it's half the amount.
Yeah.
Half the amount. Yeah. Half the amount.
They've got half the stuff.
Yes.
Two parks.
Yeah, but if you cut Disney in half, price wise, half the parks. Because Disney has 4 parks and it's twice the amount. Universal is 2 parks and it's half. You know what I mean?
Right,
like
that's what I'm saying. It's half because they have half the stuff.
Yeah, half because they have half the stuff. But
so I bet you when that third gate opens up, the price is going to substantially go up.
I think it will. It's going to have to, because also, I mean, they're still trying to, I think, honestly, bounce back from making Volcano Bay as well. You know what I mean? Like that was a huge endeavor for them.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how much more that was with you could get it with the Volcano Bay, but I didn't, just because I was like, I'm not rich. So, but no, I don't know how it's going to go with both the passes throughout the year, but I know like what we have for passes, it's blocked out all of July.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean?
We'll
so
do
it's
Disney during that blackout.
Disney during that blackout. So whatever. And then it's like blocked out during maybe a week or two during Christmas.
Yeah. It's like the Silver Pass with Disney.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, it's not like the gold. It's a little more.
The silver is you're blocked out all of July.
Yep.
You're blocked out like 1 week of spring break.
Yep.
You're blocked out the Christmas and New Year's.
Yep. Yeah. It's
week
like that
kind of thing.
Yep. It's like that. But I want to see how it is, just because, like, I mean, the other half why I got it so I can vlog over there, especially right now, because
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
they're open and they're doing stuff.
Since they're open, they're doing stuff, and I can get out of the house. But no, I want to see how it is, like, you know, because you can go to, you know, if I go to Epcot one day and the Magic Kingdom, and it's like, you know how it can get. I don't want to say you get bored, but you know what I mean. Where it's
you're
like,
doing the same stuff.
You're doing the same stuff. It's like, we need a break. I think it'll be nice to be like, you know what? Let's go over to
do something completely different.
Completely different that's not Disney. Boom, and go do that. And it's just kind of keeping things fresh, I guess.
Fun fact about resorts and Universal, that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
That's why I live here.
Oh, really?
My father was originally hired to build the whatever their Polynesian resort is. I forget what it's called, the Royal Pacific.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
He was hired to come down here and build that hotel. That was his initial project, and that's why he moved to Florida. And that's why he called me and asked me if I wanted to move to Florida to hang out with him, because my mom wouldn't leave until my sister's wedding was over, which was like a year away.
Right.
So because of Universal and their resorts is why I live here.
That is so crazy. See how we segued that in? People thought we were on a tangent, Jamie.
No.
We were coming right back.
Right back.
That was good. Really? That's funny, man.
Yeah, so that was his initial project, and he worked there for a couple years. And then some other guy came in and took over the department and decided he wanted to use all his own people to build stuff, and like cleaned house and got rid of everybody else that was there before he was there.
Wow.
And so then my dad went on to go ahead and build the Ritz-Carlton and JW Marriott here in Orlando. $600 million project that my dad built. And those are some awesome hotels. If you guys ever get a chance to just like hotel hop or check hotels out, the JW Marriott and the Ritz-Carlton here in Orlando are like probably two of the finest resorts you could ever go to.
Really?
They are so nice. Like there's a lazy river that goes through the pool area.
What? Get out.
Oh yeah.
For real?
And like, yeah. And like, if you want to talk high end, like you walk in there and you're like, oh, this is money.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, we went to like a Thanksgiving brunch there, because when my dad knew everybody, we were able to go and whatnot. And so as you're walking out through the Ritz and the main lobby, Bentley, Ferrari, Lamborghini, just like all parked up front. And, you know, those were like the ones in the special spots.
Yeah, of course.
And but those hotels are so awesome.
I'll have to check out that Marriott, man, for sure. Veronica used to
JW Marriott is awesome.
Yeah, Veronica used to work for the Marriott. We used to get. They don't do it anymore.
I miss my dad's discounts, man.
Oh, dude, I know. It's all about the discounts. We used to just like go, we're gonna go stay at this Marriott.
My dad was able to get us $50 a night rooms at the Ritz-Carlton.
Wow.
We stayed at the Ritz-Carlton West Palm Beach.
Yep.
For like 4 days at $50 a night. And now nobody he knows works there anymore, and we can't get those deals. But I was like, man, that's fantastic.
It was nice while it lasted, man.
It was.
Yeah. No, that was like me and Veronica when she worked, when I first started dating her. She worked at the Marriott, and me and her went to Lima, Peru. In Lima, they have a gorgeous, gorgeous Marriott. It like it's all mirrored, and it like mirrors the big ocean that's right there. But anyway, so we stayed there for 2 nights. It normally would have been about $800, and we stayed for $80 for 2 nights.
I love it,
dude.
I love deals. I'm
a deal guy.
I'm a deal guy.
Yeah, I think we're both. That's why we get along, man.
Yeah, that's why I love the outlet so much, because it's like, this is $100, but it's $12 here.
Yeah,
I don't even need it, but I want it.
But I want it.
It's such a good deal
because it's not $100 anymore. It's $12.
Exactly. So yeah, away from the Universal stuff, they do have crappy food.
Sorry, that was my fault.
Who does have good food?
Tell me.
The Disney resorts.
Yes,
I
they do.
love the food at a lot of the restaurants there. We have eaten. There was a like steakhouse there at the French Quarter, like
Mhm.
the Boat House or something like that. And
Okay.
it like has this big like wooden long boat through the middle of it. And I had a pretty excellent steak in there.
Really? I didn't even know they had a steakhouse there.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's a steakhouse, but it had good steaks on the menu.
Okay.
I'm picky about steaks. Like being able to cook has absolutely ruined like
Mm-hmm.
Chili's, steaks, and even Outback. Like we
Yeah.
were looking. Eva's mom gave us. She's like, "Go get something good to eat as your." It was my wedding anniversary on the 8th. So we fun fact, we got married, so it's easy to remember. It worked out perfectly for Dad on 6, 7, 8.
Get out of here.
So it's like super hard to forget that. So 6th, June 7th of 2008, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, if you
So-
if you forget that,
Yeah. So it was our 12-year anniversary this year. And
nicely done. Nicely done.
she hasn't killed me yet.
Yet.
Yet. There are some days where she's been close, probably. But
As all our wives.
her mother's like, go out and get a real nice meal on me. And so we're trying to figure out and whatever. And there's nothing open, nowhere to go. So we're like, we're just going to do Grubhub or takeout or Uber Eats. So we were looking, I was like, I kind of want a steak. Let's look for steak. So Outback Steakhouse, it was like a $30 ribeye. And I'm like, and I know that's not going to be the best ribeye I've ever eaten in my world.
Right.
Because I can go buy like a really nice pack of 3 steaks for $30 and cook them myself. And they'll be awesome.
And there'll be 3 of them.
And there'll be 3 of them. So like that has ruined like those kind of steakhouses for me.
No, I get it. Yeah, Outback, I think when it first came out was like, it's Outback, it's a steakhouse. It's the, because I remember my parents talking about it, and it's like now I'm like, there's many better places to get a steak.
Yes,
for sure.
Tangent.
Tangent.
Best place to get a steak in Orlando, in my opinion.
Tell me.
Charlie's Steakhouse.
Okay, I've heard.
Over on International Drive.
I've
they
heard
used to have one over on Orange Blossom Trail in the Ghetto.
Okay.
So it was kind of a sketchy area, but this really high-end steak place was there. And they're constantly in like top 10 steaks in the country and things like that. But they're only one they have open now left here in the area is they've got one over on International Drive over right by the Orlando Eye. So you can kind of see the Orlando Eye from there. There's that little parking garage for it, and it's on the other side near like the Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Yeah.
That is my birthday steak. Like I will go there on my birthday to get my steak because they make just the best steaks. They're pricey, 100%.
How much for steak?
You're talking a good one, $40, $45.
Yeah, as long as it's worth it.
You can get some for 30 for a little smaller fillet or something like that. But Dad want the big. I want the big.
Yeah. You're gonna go, man. You got to go all the way with it.
But my godfather, who is my mother's brother, my Uncle Sal, I've talked to him about him before. Looks like he's straight out of the Goodfellas. He absolutely, that's his favorite place in the world. He'll come to Florida just to go to Charlie's Steakhouse. And it's funny, I just got a call from him, and he was like, "Hey, Jamie, let me know when Charlie's is open and serving inside. None of this
taking it
takeout crap stuff." He's like, "I want to go sit inside Charlie's. When it is open, I'm coming down and we're going to Charlie's."
That is awesome.
And if you want an excellent steak, go there. You will not be disappointed. They do steak right.
All right. You got me sold, man. Jeez, you're like a commercial right now.
I am. They don't pay me nothing.
And they should.
And they give you, if you go on your birthday, they give you, I think it's like $25 off your meal.
Really?
To get you in the door because they know you're going to bring 4 people with you or going to spend way more than $25.
I'll just tell my family to wait outside. I'll bring them what's left.
But it's a classy joint. I love saying classy joint. Does anyone say classy joint anymore? But I say classy joint.
I'm going to start saying it.
But it's a classy joint when if you order the king crab legs, they split them with like a saw.
Incision.
No, so like it's cracked in half, but it's perfectly cut in half, and all you have to do is take a fork and pull the crab leg out. Like that's it.
Oh, that's my kind of lazy.
I need to go now.
You know what? We're gonna have to cut this live stream short. I'll meet you over there.
As soon as they're open in Tampa. We could drive to Tampa.
Yeah, yeah.
Does they have a Tampa location?
How far are you away from Tampa?
Oh, an hour with traffic, probably.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I'm 42 minutes without traffic.
Yeah, without traffic, it could be less. But usually with that hitting that Tampa traffic, it's just about an hour. But oh man.
No, but I'd rather go to Orlando. Let's go to the Orlando. Yeah.
When the Orlando one opens up, we need to go and have like a real good meal.
Yeah. We should live stream.
Oh man, I would love to just kill a steak.
Yeah. We could just sit there and eat in front of everybody and make them wish they were eating with us.
And we wouldn't need masks because we're eating.
Oh, yes. That's
I think that's the trick that everybody's going to use at Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Is they're just going to constantly I would buy a turkey leg.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just carry that turkey leg around with me the whole part.
Yeah.
You're like, sir, you don't have your mask on. What? I'm eating a turkey leg.
Sorry, I'm eating. But oh my God.
But I know you need your mask to keep everybody safe and everything, but
no, but
it huff and puffs me, man. I'm waiting to get my Mandalorian mask and see if it breathes any better.
Yeah.
Than the surgical masks one I've been wearing. But literally the minute I put that on, it's like, oh, so much heat.
It is. I've been wearing mine, down in Disney.
Wait, Bon Voyage Character Breakfast, is that the boardwalk? Yes, we've eaten there. That's where you get to meet Rapunzel and Flynn Rider.
No, really?
Yes. Flynn Rider.
Flynn's my boy, man.
Dude, Flynn Rider is there. And so you get it's Rapunzel, Flynn Rider, Ariel, and Prince Eric are also there. And I forget who the third group is. There's a third grouping but they change it out sometimes. But I know it's definitely Rapunzel, Flynn Rider, Eric, and Princess Ariel. And the cool thing is, like, when they bring you the breads, they're in a little cast iron frying pan.
Oh, that's great.
So, like one of the people I was there with was like, "Can I?" They took a picture holding the frying pan with Rapunzel and Flynn Rider, and I'm like, "That's just awesome."
That's epic, man. Oh my God! Now I got to go do that. I got to start writing all this stuff down.
That one is definitely. That one's a great one. And the food was good. It was an awesome plate. It's one of those plated. So you get like a 3-course thing. So like it's not a la carte. So it's like you can have the pancakes or this or that, and then you have this or this.
Yeah.
And I think they even do lunch there too.
Now this is my question. Can you, if you're not staying there, can you just go do the breakfast?
Yeah. We did that.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely went there and just did the character meal over there. We made a reservation. The other thing that's nice about Boardwalk's an awesome resort. We didn't even really talk about that. Boardwalk's an awesome resort because you can watch the Epcot fireworks from Boardwalk.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So once you pass the boardwalk and go up, you keep walking for a little while, there's a bridge. And from that bridge, you can look right over.
Oh yeah.
And get a pretty good view of Epcot Forever.
Yep.
You don't get to see kind of everything. I did a vlog on it, but you get a good experience of it. We took some family members who were in town from New York, and they didn't want to buy tickets to go to Disney, but the kids wanted to see fireworks.
Yeah.
So we're like, there we go. And we went over there and free fireworks.
So funny, man. I totally forgot about that because when we had first moved down here, every cent we had to, make it last. So there was no Disney passes right away.
Right.
But I remember we were like, did a whole bunch of the resort hopping. And then I think somebody told us about that. And we were like, oh, okay. We brought the kids over, man. And for something for free, it's pretty awesome.
It's really awesome.
For free.
Absolutely free. Nothing, and then when you go get some pizza down at the Boardwalk Cafe.
Yep.
So that's what we did. We had some pizza and ice cream and watched the fireworks over there for Epcot. Now, the other thing I saw that was awesome was if you could time it, I know it'd probably be almost impossible, but the Skyliner goes right by there. to see the fireworks from the Skyliner as you're coming into Epcot. If you could somehow time that, that'd be awesome.
I wonder how you could. As long as you could probably, yeah, I think you could time it as long as there wasn't any
guess
like
if you-
stoppage
and delays. Like, I guess if you can figure out how long it takes to get on from your stop to Epcot, time that one time, and then figure out what times the fireworks are, and then get on that many minutes away. It's just like a lot of planning, but I guess you could do that.
But hey, that'd be a Disney magical moment.
That would be like when the fireworks went off behind us in the castle while we were taking our photo.
See,
that was a Disney magic moment.
Well,
I love some Disney magic.
Now, speaking of Skyliners and resorts, do you like the Skyliners for transportation?
I've never been on them.
Oh, you haven't
yet.
been on?
I haven't been on them yet.
Okay.
I'm not afraid of heights. I'm not claustrophobic, so none of that bothers me.
Yeah.
I don't like the non-air conditioned aspect of it. That scares me.
Yeah.
That anytime in the summer would be possibly a nightmare if they stopped. Like even when the monorail stops moving sometimes and the AC is not really kicking real well.
Yep.
No AC is not a fan. Dad, not a fan.
Yeah. No, and that's the reason why I'm asking you, because like we went on it when it first opened. Like that, yeah, that first week that it opened, we went on it a couple times. And it wasn't too bad. But then again, it was in what? When did they open? I don't even know when they opened. What?
July? In the fall. No, it wasn't even July. It was in the like October or something. It was something
October. Say it was October. So it wasn't super crazy hot.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, the air is flowing up. And then, but I can't imagine, like today, for example. I don't know if it was as hot where you are as it was here. Yeah. It was hot today, man. We're talking, felt like 102, I think it said on my phone.
Yeah, for the 3 seconds I went outside to get the trash bins, yeah, it was hot. That's pretty much all I do.
No, I hear you, Matt. But I could not imagine being on, like you said, you're going and it just stops because something happened.
Disney magic, man.
It's got married at Boardwalk, and they had one night basic room before the cruise. Yeah.
And Disney upgraded them to a suite. We had that happen for us for when we stayed at the Contemporary. It was my daughter's first birthday, and we had bought like, you know, a basic floor room. And when we got there, we're checking in. They're like, "Oh, you guys here for anything?" We're like, "Oh, we're celebrating my daughter's first birthday, and it's her first trip to Disney."
Nice.
And they're like, "Really?" We're like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Okay, hold on." And the lady's like, "Okay, we upgraded your room to a upper level room with a view of the bay." Like, we didn't ask them to do that.
Yeah.
They were just like, "Oh, are you here celebrating anything?" And they thought it was cool. And they're like, "Your daughter's really cute, so here, have a nicer room." And I'm like, "I'm bringing this kid everywhere."
Yeah, right. I'm gonna bring this kid when I go to buy a car next time.
I'm bringing this kid everywhere.
That's funny.
Speaking of Disney cruises, we've done a Disney cruise, and yeah,
I won't do them.
No, what?
Mm-mm.
Are you afraid of boats?
I'm not necessarily afraid of boats. I can go on a boat. I'm afraid of the far aspects it goes out onto the sea. That wigs me out. On top of it wigs me out when and I know it doesn't happen all the time or whatever, but like half the crew or half the people getting violently ill because of something they ate.
Now with this whole coronavirus thing, now it is a little bit more difficult, but we love cruising. Like, we are cruise people. We've been on multiple cruises, and they're so nice because like everything's included. You don't have to pay for anything once you get on the boat. Like, they're really nice ways to have like an economical, fun vacation.
Yeah, no, and I think they are super economical how they do include all that stuff in there. Like, for me, you know what it really is the fact that like I don't want to be stuck somewhere where I can't get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be stuck on a boat, man. Like, I don't know. I'm a busy guy, so it's like when I go to the parks, I need to be able to move around.
The boats we went on Royal Caribbean were so large, they had like parks with trees and stuff in the middle of them,
right? That
you could go for a walk in the park during your cruise, so you don't feel trapped at all.
Sure.
And there's always so much going on between the pools and the recreation and the shows and the restaurants. Like, you're never like bored, I need to go do something,
Yeah.
there's always something to do or eat. And if you're a food guy, cruises are the jam, because you just eat and eat and eat and eat. And on a Disney cruise, you get unlimited Mickey bars.
That's not a bad deal.
Like literally, you can ask them for a Mickey bar at any time, and they'll just give you one. So like, you could call room service and be like, send up 3 Mickey bars, and they'll send up 3 Mickey bars.
That's impressive.
So you get like unlimited Mickey bars. Pretty cool. I mean, you're not a big Mickey bar fan. You're a skip the Mickey bar guy.
If it's free, I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, when they're not $6 a pop.
When they're not $6 a pop, exactly.
My daughter took advantage of the unlimited Mickey bar aspect of the cruise,
Absolutely.
and she would get one at the end of every meal for her dessert. And and Disney, talk about food. The Disney food on the cruise, a level above. And we've been on the high end boats for Royal Caribbean, and those were good.
Yeah.
Disney just does everything better.
Yeah, they really do.
They really do. I think you would enjoy a Disney cruise, like we did like a 3-day cruise. So you get on the boat, you steam out to the Bahamas. You're one night over, you're in the Bahamas the next day. And then from the Bahamas, you go to their private island the next morning. So you leave the Bahamas, sail overnight, go to the private island in the morning, and then you sail back. So it's not like a super extended long thing, and Disney's private island's awesome. I think you would actually enjoy it.
It sounds enticing. No, I just like, there's many things that I'm totally
Christian won't do it either. He's like, he keeps thinking of the Titanic.
And I kind of get that vibe too, where like,
and I'm like, do you realize how rare that is?
It is, but you know what? My luck, man.
You got more chance of dying on the plane ride to get to the cruise terminal than the cruise going down.
Oh no, and I get it, but it's just like, in my mind, I'm stubborn when it came to that. In my mind, I'm like, I can't.
Also unlimited soft serve.
Yeah, no, but I've talked to so many people, and everybody that I've talked to, they're like, cruises are great. They're great. They're great.
Now the whole coronavirus is a scary aspect of cruising now, with the recirculated air and things that it makes you kind of rethink that aspect of it. But that's kind of everything now. But that puts us off from the idea of going on another Disney cruise anytime soon.
Yeah, well, no, and that's the thing. It's like, with other aspects of it, it's like, all right, if you had a breakout, say Disney open up, God forbid, had a little breakout in Disney, they can shut down Disney, get the people, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a way they can do it. Like those cruise ships that had to dock here in Florida.
Oh, and wait for like 2 weeks.
Like, yeah, like that's just crazy. You know what I mean? Because nobody knew what to do with them. Like, it was, what do we do? Like, nobody wants to get contaminated. But anyway, we don't want to talk about negative stuff, Jamie. We want to talk about.
Speaking of fun stuff. Speaking of fun stuff, here is an adorable video
of a cruise.
Of my daughter dancing with Donald Duck.
Oh, nice.
On the Disney Halloween on the High Seas tour.
Fun with her, and we didn't.
We got Donald Duck.
Time. It was.
Yeah.
But
Donald, Sailor Donald. Come on.
Donald Duck on a glow dance floor. The Ocean
Nick Lachey and Eminem can dance. Oh yeah.
Dream, which was a fantastic.
Dance very badly, but
one of the newer ships.
I got this. I was so excited. I got the point.
Everything is
Donald actually gave me the point on the camera.
The paint.
I like how you edited that.
Brand new.
I like that.
Everything was amazing.
She had such a fun time, and the kids club there is amazing.
Carnival,
you can just drop the kid off at the kids club and go do whatever you want. And they will take care of your kid. They give your kid a wristband. You can track where the kid is on the cruise at all times.
But Disney does it better. I know it's my money.
He's so good.
It's worth it. So after we're done dancing,
you gotta love Donald.
The kids wanted to go.
It was his birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
Today.
Donald was 86?
He's an old fart.
Yeah, man. That's an old duck right there.
Yeah. That is an old duck, but he's awesome.
But he's awesome. I love Donald.
I do too.
The fact that his speech impediment and anger issues have not held him down, and he has been to achieve everything he has with those probably, pretty big limitations.
Absolutely.
That's pretty good.
But I always wondered, why do the Ducks always have the speech impediment?
But why does Daisy talk perfectly eloquent?
Ooh.
Everybody, all the other Ducks,
Hmm.
Scrooge, perfect. Huey,
Yeah.
Dewey, and Louie, little accent, but not like you can understand them.
Maybe his
Why is Donald the only one that they were like, you know what? Let's make this guy unrecognizable. We don't hear nothing he says.
Yeah. No, maybe they dropped the egg as when he was a kid.
Maybe.
Egg and I don't know.
Poor
He's
guy.
still awesome though.
He is.
That's what gives him flavor, man.
He's still one of my favorites. I'm a Donald fan.
I do love Donald. But I love my Goofy, man.
Goofy's good. Goofy is good.
Goofy's good. I love how much of an idiot he is.
Yes.
But he has a heart.
I love the Goofy yell.
Yeah,
Every time he falls off a cliff. Or whatever that is. It's the best. I love the Goofy yell.
Well, see, and that's the thing with Goofy. Like I said, he's an idiot, but he's got a big heart, and I love that about him. And that's why Max makes me mad. His son.
Yeah, the Goofy movie.
So mean.
He's such a jerk to Goofy.
He really is. How can you like that character? How can you like Max?
Chip and Dale are also awesome characters. Big Chip and Dale fans.
Rescue Rangers, baby.
Rescue Rangers.
That's my jam. Hey, did you hear?
Yeah, I just saw that they announced that Disney's opening in July.
Yes. That's a long time. They closed before us.
They did.
They're opening after us. I can't imagine. Those people must be losing their minds, man.
Yep. But, it's a smaller area,
Oh, yeah. No, I get that part of it. It's just like those poor people. They're watching everybody here like going, yeah, Disney.
Once the actual Disney opens up, it's going to be, people are going to be mad.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to go out there one day when it opens and just vlog it. I don't know how well I'll do with that, but
at Magic?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to find out what this whole reservation system thing. It's giving me a headache even thinking about it.
It scares me. Like I'm gonna try and get reservations, and if I get one, I'll go. But it's gonna be, I don't think we're gonna. I don't know if we'll go as a family because A, we're blocked out, and B, I still don't feel comfortable taking a young kid out in this right now.
I get it. It.
It's just still scary.
Yeah. Well, it's scary and it's just weird, and it's just like nobody knows how to deal with this and what the real protocol is. Like everybody's guessing. I mean, like down in Disney Springs, on top of it, like people wearing their masks. Okay, that's great. But then you take your mask off to drink or eat. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's almost like, hey, we're going to go to outer space. Everybody put your helmets on and but I need a breath of fresh air. Like, you know what I mean?
Let me take this helmet off for a second.
Like everything you're doing, it's like almost like it doesn't even matter. Like it doesn't matter. Like, it's like, oh, make sure you wear your mask. But if you're eating something or drinking, it's fine. Just pull that down.
Just pull that down.
It's like contradictory. I don't know.
Yeah. And they're like, like I think of like eating at a restaurant, like if one waiter is infected, like he can, the tables are 6 feet apart, but that one guy goes to every table. Yeah,
I know. Hey, can I take your order? Can I hand your glass? I have no gloves on, but here
like, so it's like, at some point I think you just got to kind of go, well, we can't stay closed forever.
Oh no. And honestly, that's, in the beginning, I was very like, all right, we got to keep everything shut down. We got to because who the heck knows what's going on right now?
Yeah.
My brother, who's 10 years older than me, doesn't usually freak out. He really doesn't. He's a pretty mellow dude. And he called me and he's like, man, you all right? I'm like, yeah. And then he got me freaked out. He's like, you're wearing your mask. And, and it was very concerning with him. And he doesn't usually buy into some of things that are in the news are like overhyped, but for him, he was like, dude, listen, make sure This is
Well,
real.
with my wife being a nurse, dealing with it and stuff like that, and knowing the severity of things and whatnot,
Mhm.
like we're still hyper vigilant about everything, and
Sure.
like she's still freaking out, and like the fact that she felt it was okay enough for us at the end of June to go out and book a vacation and stay in a hotel and eat in restaurants and go to the beach gave me a little bit of like, okay, well, if she thinks it's okay,
right.
then I'm feeling much better about it.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. And you get to a point where you kind of have to go, I think we just got to kind of come back out of the house. We got to try to, I don't want to say normal, get things back to normal.
No, because it's not going to go to normal for a long time.
But honestly, I don't think it ever will. I think there's going to be different things like
they're saying that this may never go away.
That makes
that
sense.
Even with a vaccine, it may still always be around.
Well, and that
kind of like the flu, like how it mutates and things like that. And
it's the flu, and it's one of those things where, you know, the vaccines and all that. It's like we just got to basically live with it and kind of grow antibodies in a sense to try to fight it off. You know, but yeah, we can't
unless they can come up with a cure, which would be amazing. They need that's what they need to do. We need smart people to do smart stuff and come up with a cure.
Let me tell you, man, if people took their desires, I'm talking things they're passionate about, no matter, you know, didn't care about, instead of like, you know, I don't know, driving a taxi, the guy that wants to be a rocket scientist.
Right.
But he never does because he's like, and he's down on himself and he beats himself up. Never becomes that. It's like, we can't have these smart people because they don't go with their dream. They don't go with what they should be doing. They go, I got to pay bills.
Yeah.
You know, so they stay in their jobs, and it's like the cold. Why don't we have a cure for the cold, man? What the heck? It's called the common cold.
That's why it's so hard to kill.
Yeah, it's so common.
Did you do your homework?
I did not do my homework yet. I know, man. I've been so busy, but you did say that was on Roku, right?
Yeah, if you search the movie on Roku, it'll pop up an app for you.
Okay.
And you can watch it for free on this app.
Okay.
So if you just search the name on Roku, it will say, "Oh, this movie Land" or something like that, or whatever it was, and you know they had that movie.
All right.
I gotta watch The Last Dragon, man.
I gotta watch it. No excuses now.
No excuses now. Now, unfortunately, there was some sad news that we have to give at the end of the. We've gone for 2 hours, man.
Yes, we have.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
We do have a little bit of sad news at the end of this live stream. Unfortunately, this is going to be the last episode of the Dad and Drew show for a little while.
Not forever.
Not forever.
No.
Because somebody we know is going on an extended vacation. That's the only thing I could call it, is an extended vacation.
Well, you know what I call it? I call it a moxie run.
A moxie run. Somebody we know is going on a moxie run.
Yep, I am.
And how long are you going to be gone for, my friend?
So I am leaving June 17th. We're driving in the morning, and I will be back July 10th.
Wow. That's a long trip, buddy.
It really is, but it's been 2 years since I've seen my father and my sisters, and yeah. And my
wow.
Yeah, so we're going to hang out, let the kids, you know, say hi to old friends, and yeah.
Now, are there any kind of like self-quarantine requirements? Because I saw something where Disney posted where people traveling from certain parts of the country are going to have to self-quarantine themselves before they're allowed to go to the parks. How is that going to work? So you're going to pay to come on vacation and you got to wait 14 days before you can go to Disney parks?
No, you know what they're going to do? Honestly, what I think is so tomorrow morning, me and Veronica have to go get a COVID-19 test.
Okay.
At CVS.
They got to go touch your brain with a Q-tip.
Yes.
I've seen the way they do that test. It does not look fun.
I have to do it to myself. I had to, on a thing. some sort of swab, or I don't know. But I have to do it to myself. They will not do the procedure
Really?
for whatever reason. It's a drive up CVS thing. I don't know. But anyway, so we got to go get tested because in Maine, you have, if you're coming from out of state, you have to have a paper that says you are negative, that you tested negative for COVID-19. If you don't have that, you have to be quarantined for 14 days.
Yes, the 14-day quarantine.
And I'm like,
I'm wondering if they're going to have like a Disney COVID-19 test. Like if you want to book a resort and come to the thing, you got to have a test that says you're negative.
oh, I guarantee you. But you know what? CVS was the only place that would do it that I found. Could be other places that didn't require I have symptoms.
Symptoms. You do, so you're not symptomatic.
Yeah, or from a doctor, like getting a referral from a doctor.
Right.
And it's like, well, but if they're implementing this type of thing with people that don't have symptoms that are going to other states that require this, it's like, what? It's chaos. It's chaos. But
I know. Are you going to have to get a test when you come back to Florida?
that I don't know.
No,
That
I don't think Florida has any kind of requirement, which is funny.
Who
They let
knows?
everybody from New York come down when it was real bad. Like people were just loading up planes from New York down to Florida.
See ya, New York.
And I'm like, really? We're not going to check anything?
Well, and that was the thing where my mom, she goes, no, yeah, I think you'll be fine. It's not like they're gonna
Stop you at the border.
Yeah, and I'm like, first of all, this is Maine we're talking about. Okay, they have nothing else to do.
they have Mounties, right? Like
pretty darn close to it, man. No, but they got like the state patrol, right? And this was my concern. If I am getting a rental car, which we are getting, okay, I've noticed in rental cars, you get 4 different options, it seems like, for license plates. New York,
Yep.
New Jersey, Massachusetts, or Florida.
Yep.
All of these are bad.
Hot spots, and they're going to be checking people from those.
Do you see what I'm saying? So if I'm driving into the border and that state patrol goes, hey, look at that guy with the New York plates, we should probably pull him over and make sure.
He's got his stuff.
Because knowing my luck, that's exactly what would happen. And I couldn't tell him, oh yeah, I've been quarantined here for 14 days because it's a rental car. He's gonna run the plates and go, no, you haven't, sir. You just left Florida 2 days ago.
Oh my God.
So, but I will get a hold of you, Jamie, in case we want to do like a pop-up show.
Yes.
Like I said, I don't know how busy and what's going to be going on with my family in Maine and all that
And
stuff.
what kind of internet you'll have.
And I don't know if they have internet in Maine anymore.
Do they? That's so funny.
I know they have
bears, right?
They do have bears. Yes, and we have moose. And let me tell you, moose meat is delicious.
I've had moose meat.
It is the best. No,
I've had moose meat. I have my grandfather is an avid hunter, avid hunter, and he would take trips and go get moose and caribou and things like that, and
so good
and whatnot. And it's tasty meat.
It really is. It is delicious, and it all depends on how you cook it too.
We like deer. I like deer meat. Deer meat's pretty good. We had a deer run through our backyard yesterday.
You didn't kill it, did you?
No.
Oh.
But it was weird. Like we live in a suburb.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like we're in the woods or anything. Right. There's a little pond behind our house, but there's no real woods near us.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden during dinner, Eva gets up screaming, "There's a deer!" And we look, and there's a freaking deer just darting back and forth around the pond. And we're like, wow. She got lost.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she's lost and didn't know what the hell he was doing.
Now, was it? How big was it?
Big. Like, It was a doe. It wasn't, didn't have any antlers.
Yep.
But it was full grown. It was a good size, like damage your car size.
That's just random.
I hate deer. I'm not a fan. Like deer meat, good.
Yeah.
Actual animal, hate it.
Yeah.
When I lived in New Jersey, growing up, I hit, without exaggeration, 5 deer.
No, that sounds about right. Mm-hmm.
5.
Yep.
I absolutely loathe those stupid animals.
Mm-hmm.
They're dumb. They will run into your car.
Mm-hmm.
The best one I ever hit, last tangent of the night before I go, I was driving in my car and I came up over a big hill, right? And as soon as I get over the crest of the hill, I can see there's a deer in the road. So I'm like, oh crap. I'd already hit like 3 or 4 of them. So I was like, this is not going to end well for me. So it's in the other side of the, like across a median. I'm like, okay. So I'm kind of going and I get on the outside lane as far away from this thing as I can. And it ran across, jumped in the air, and landed on my hood. Like it committed deer suicide. And it like broke the headlight and pushed it up into, and there was guts and everywhere. But the bumper, perfect. Like nothing happened.
Of course.
So I get home, we call the insurance, and the guy's like, you didn't hit a deer. I'm like, what do you mean I didn't hit a deer? He's like, well, your front bumper has no damage. You didn't run into this didn't happen. I'm like, I told you. It leapt onto my vehicle. And like you could see chunks. I'm like, look, there, next to the wiper, there is a chunk of fur and meat right there. And this deer hit my car, bounced off the hood, rolled over the side, got up, went, and ran into the woods.
Wow.
And I was like, you didn't even have the decency to die.
Yeah, I know. And now I got to pay for this.
And now I have to go pay for all this. I am not a fan of deer.
Stupid deer. Stupid deer, man. I know.
They're horrible. I would.
Oh, I know. No, our car that we had bought, brand new, had it for 3 days, man. Thank God I had good brakes on the car. Driving down a road, it's like the ocean is to my left. There is no reason there should be deer.
They don't swim.
No, and I've driven down this road, my God, man, 300 times. Never once seen a deer. Driving down, this stupid deer just comes out of nowhere. And what does he do? Runs out and stops right in front of the car and stares at me. And I just went, holy crap, slammed on the brakes, man, and probably that close from hitting the stupid thing.
Yeah,
and then
looked at you like,
no, and it just looked at me and then took off. And I'm like, but it was like brand new car, hit a deer. I'm going to be real mad about this. And Veronica will kill me.
yes. Yeah,
Stupid
not,
deer.
Not a fan of deer.
No, me
so
neither.
that's it. That's what we're going to end on. It's been fun.
It really has.
Have a good and safe trip. I'll be watching your vlogs. I know you're going to be vlogging while you're up there.
I will. And I'm going to be bringing Moxie back.
And I can't wait to try Moxie. I really want to.
A whole bunch of Moxie. Like I said, you're going to be my first person. You're the first person.
I can't wait to do the Moxie challenge. I am looking forward to it.
It's going to be that. Honestly, it's going to be my new thing. I'm going to do the Moxie challenge, and you're going to start it off, and then anybody who wants to do it, because I can't wait to see the look on your face.
I can't wait to try.
I'm almost hoping that you love it.
I may. I like weird things. I like weird things.
It's definitely different. So
what vlogs do you have? I know you just released like 22 vlogs, but what do you got coming up? You got any ideas coming up? What's out? What came out today? What was the one that came out today?
What came out today was actually Mel's Drive-In at Universal.
Okay.
I went and made a bacon cheeseburger there.
Okay. That doesn't sound bad.
A food thing. You'll have to see if I liked it or not.
I know. I haven't got a chance to watch that. I saw the notification pop up while I was doing stuff today. So
yeah, and I've just been doing 7-minute vlogs. I've been trying to keep it just kind of short and sweet, just so I know people are busy, so it's like,
yep,
check that out. Tomorrow, I think I'm uploading the SpongeBob store.
Oh,
yeah, it was awesome. That's all I'm gonna say. I love SpongeBob. I think he's funny as heck, man.
I've seen a few here and there, but never really got into it.
Both my sons watched it. That was their Looney Tunes.
That was their Looney Tunes. Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
So they were always watching it. So every now and again, I stick my head and I would go, "Oh my God, that is so funny!" It's so.
I like how they throw in adult jokes.
Oh yeah, no, it's more adult driven than kids even know. So, but yeah, so I got that coming out, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep pumping out vlogs, and yeah, like in a week and a half, I'll probably have like a main a main type vlog.
Wow. Tell me how you really feel, Sammy.
Come on, Sammy. You just broke my heart. That's it. I'm not watching the Harry Potter movies now. Now I'm gonna watch them.
So I've got a bunch of things in the can. I haven't had any time to edit, so I've just been filming and filming and filming. Plus, I've been painting my whole house. You can see I did a nice little paint job here on the dad cave and did a little rearranging of the setup so that when I live stream, I've got a nice view behind me and I don't have to tear everything apart to do it.
every time.
One of the really good ones that'll be coming up soon is I made leche flan in the Instant Pot.
I saw that, dude. Looks
And
so.
it came out perfect.
It looked
So
beautiful.
I had to make another one to do the video because I did one without a video just as a test and it came out good. So then I was like, well, now I have to make another one. So we're eating a lot of leche flan and it's so good. It's so good. If you've never had it, it's a Filipino or Spanish. They're different people make it, but it's an egg custard. It's like a caramel sauce. If you haven't had it, you're missing out.
My kids love
So
it.
I've got that. My kid hated it.
Really? My kids love it. I don't like it.
She
Like I
hated
like
it.
the concept. I just don't personally like flan.
And then today I made the McDonald's of Italian food, Olive Garden, Zoppa Toscano.
What?
Their soup, their sausage and kale
Yeah.
cream-based soup. It came out exactly like it. Like
Really?
I'm Italian, so I can understand making fun of Olive Garden. It's not real Italian food. It is literally the McDonald's of Italian food, but it has its place.
Yes.
Just like McDonald's is not real burgers and fries,
But
but sometimes you want a Big Mac.
Yep.
So sometimes you want soup and salad from Olive Garden, and the Zoppa Toscana soup is the best soup they have.
Yep.
And you can make it at home, and I'll have that video out soon.
that's awesome, dude. I have to watch that. I love
Yep.
that. Soup. Love that
So
soup.
it's easy. It's like 5-minute cook time.
Really.
But yeah, it's so fast in the Instant Pot. It's crazy. So that's it. That's the Dad and Drew show for tonight. The resorts-ish
Hey, I
edition.
thought we did pretty darn good.
We talked
Never
about
been
Disney resorts. We talked about Universal resorts. We tangented off into a bunch of different places.
Yep.
I gave away my giveaway for my 2,000 subscribers. Susie Richardson, reach out to me. I need to hear from you. Otherwise, Sammy's going to come get your backpack.
Ooh, can't have that.
So, all right, guys, you know that there's only one way to live.
In the moment. And
And
Dad doesn't do outros.
so that's it. See you guys later.